All right. Welcome. Here's another episode of the Centre Circle podcast. I'm John.
Dad's in the building.
Mark.
Isaac.
And like Keith.
Almost got a full house today. We'll manage it again someday, I promise. Before we get going,
can we just take a moment to take it in that Mark's actually here?
Welcome
back,
man. I've been here. Welcome back.
Good to see you. Good to see Mark back.
Welcome back.
Yeah, thank you.
Can I do the messages first before you start?
You jumped the gun,
innit? Just a quick one. Whilst we appreciate all the views and everyone that's been commenting, much to Isaac's irritation, it would be fantastic if you guys could subscribe as well. Every view counts, but every subscription counts as well, and it'll make sure you're aware as quickly as possible when we're back with new content, when we're back out with more views that you want to tell us that we don't know what we're talking about and all that good stuff. So yeah, your views are much appreciated. Please keep on liking, sharing, commenting, but importantly, please subscribe. All right, Isaac, over to you.
Key, I don't think we got the memo.
Would you want that memo though?
No, not really. But I mean, this is
part of the club. You ain't part of the club.
This is.
You ain't part of this club.
It's fun.
I'm starting to really. I'm starting to grasp just how much that win must have meant to them, because wow, they're almost full kit.
Yeah, they're showing out.
Well, I'll tell you one thing: your Golden Globe's not on the way. Let's start on Friday.
Wow.
Let's start on Friday. Yeah. Let's start on Friday.
Touchy.
I'm just saying, innit? Just saying.
All right.
Let's get it. You know what I mean?
He's proud of that one. That's why he can't.
No. You know why I said because it's back to Isaac. You know why?
What?
We lost again on Friday.
Oh yeah.
Hey, listen. I don't want to be the
So
face
11
of the
points. Yeah.
bad news, but I mean,
So West Ham,
looking
Luton
real
West
techie.
Ham, and I had a very, very small thought that actually is the first home game in the Prem. Maybe they'll have some out of body experience. Fans in there,
and they just beat Gillingham at home as well. So confidence.
Wait, are we saying they played bad? Because they didn't play bad.
They didn't play bad, but they lost.
They showed that they could potentially be problems at home.
Problems for who?
You got to give it to them a little bit, man. They didn't
Everton.
play. That's it, Everton.
What kind of problems?
I don't think they played awful.
What kind of problems specifically?
Towards the latter part of the game, they looked like they could nick a point.
When they were 2-0 down.
Yeah. Am I wrong?
To be fair, they should have had. I think they should have had a.
They should have.
They should have had.
They should have. So that would have been 2-2.
But you've
If
got to
they scored,
think of
obviously.
the duration of the game. Did they do enough to warrant a win? And I don't think because you had a flurry 5 minutes before the end of the game, say you deserve to come away.
Well, they were that
With
easy
a
to
point.
break down. West Ham couldn't break them down.
You don't think
That Bowen header was very simple. Just Paqueta picked it up, turned.
I think if we add some context to it, I mean, you just joined the Prem. Your first 3 Prem games are away. It's not going to be easy, right? And most teams have a bit of a balance of their home games, their away games. So is there a potential that they kind of warm into the league, right? They got a game in hand, get their home games in. Sorry, wait, but when I say warm to the league, I mean to not beat Derby's record. Anything else about them in the Prem is finished. I don't think they're staying up, right? But is there potential for them to warm to the league, nick a point here or there? Because the problem I'm seeing is I can't see them picking up points against anybody, like a win anyway.
No, I'm with Mark. I reckon that once they've had a few games, especially at home, I can see them getting some points.
Okay.
Just by pure numbers.
Yeah.
You're going to have so many cracks at it. I reckon they'll get a few wins here and there.
Well, that's what we said about Derby, but 11 points, bro.
And I think looking back to that Derby season compared to now, the standard of Premiership is a lot higher now than what it was back then.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's why they're going to struggle. Like 11 points is ridiculous.
That's dire.
And I don't want to say they're
That's
not going to
real
make 11
dire.
points, because with your sensible hat on, you're thinking getting 11 points is quite easy. It's 4 wins. Wait.
Does
It's 2
someone
wins.
want to check the maths?
Just because it's
3
Keaton,
times 4.
just because it's Keaton wants to do maths, man. Allow him.
The fact that
Allow him.
what you do for a living, you're saying check maths. Come on.
Wait, did you say beat the record or get 11
No,
points?
I'm saying
Because
like,
it sounded like you said 11 points is just 4 wins.
He's not saying
No.
11.
No.
I
nah.
You're taking the mick.
Nah. Whatever, man. You know what I'm trying to say.
It's your history that's killing you, bro.
You know what I'm trying to
This is
say.
what happens when you don't wear your kit.
You know what I'm trying to say. So
It's 4 wins. So.
yeah, I think the standard is a lot higher now. Where when Derby didn't make it, like the lesser teams, you could like whatever in it, but like now the lesser teams are gonna go there and not batter them, but like the West Hams are gonna go there. Or you can see Wolves going there and getting points, Bournemouth, Brentford, etc. So that's why I say it might be difficult for them.
But then if you go back to our conversation about these teams strengthening, so they haven't got the biggest budget, but can they strengthen their team with loans? So Luton got in Lokonga from Arsenal, midfield.
Did they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Last minute sort of
Yeah,
loan
yeah.
deal.
Monday.
But a lot of these deals, because they went in after 12, he definitely wasn't going to be able to play on Friday.
Okay.
And that's why we didn't see Ansu Fati, etc., because they went in after midday on Friday. So I guess they're trying. They got a player, and that was the point I was trying
Was
to
that
make.
the
when we
only
had that
person coming in?
it looks like it.
I don't think he's going to make much of a difference to the squad
At
either.
all.
Yeah.
At
I'm honest.
all.
Nah, he will make
Remember
some
they got,
difference.
I'm not
they got
sure.
Ross Barkley as well, who's not been fit.
He did nothing against West Ham.
Nothing at all.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Not particularly.
Tahith
absolutely
Chong
nothing.
looks like he's out of his depth.
I think he was probably one of the better players.
I wouldn't say that in depth. Like
He looks.
I
I
think
didn't say he is. He looked.
yeah, I think he's lacking the quality that can drag a team like Luton anywhere where they need to be. Because he's quite industrial. Like he was always wanted the ball, etc. But I don't think he's the person that can drag a team like Luton out of a potential relegation fight.
Yeah.
Well,
they're playing a 4-4-2.
Yeah, look, I didn't see the game, but we've talked about teams banking points early. We're talking about a team who's now 4 games in, 0 points. We're not super hopeful. They've not moved and shaken in the transfer market as maybe they could have, to use a low market. So let's see. I mean, I think they're shooing to go down, but not sure how well they're going to survive. West Ham, another win. Moyes ball powers on.
Doing well. Rice replacement, Alvarez, looking good.
He's looking really good, you know.
Yeah.
Some guys wanted him sacked in the summer, didn't they? Started off really well.
No, but the
Guys
point-
were pulling
the
through
point-
his
the-
head
the
in the
point-
summer.
So
point
what was
was-
it? Why can't we get to a point where
Yeah.
we do well
Yeah.
and then
No, but the point was valid.
progress?
The point was valid. They're only saying,
Well,
listen, don't fight. They're only saying that because he's doing well now.
The snipers are out today. You're like, what's that?
He's only
It's less valid today. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, exactly.
But when the Europa starts, we'll talk it. When the Europa starts,
It's all well and good now.
What I would love to know is, because I said the other day, Boys was right, but it's kind of checking what I was saying is, I don't know how many of those free signings. So everyone's saying, look, they sold Rice, but they basically spent 100 million bringing in Ward-Prowse, Alvarez, and
Kudus.
Kudus. I don't know which of them was a Moyes signing or the DOF signing, because they had that tension before.
Yeah.
Moyes wanted them, Maguire, and a couple of other players.
Wolf-Prowse was Moyes.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah,
think that's what it
that's
is.
a Moyes
Yeah,
signing.
that was
Yeah.
the contention.
Just see that a
I
mile
don't
off.
think the
Yeah, it's
director
done come
wanted
well.
Moyes, yeah.
But it looks like they spent that money well. They didn't do a Tottenham and Bale, right? They didn't do that. So fair play to him. And signing players like Alvarez, etc. You'd hope that actually these are players that can operate in Europe as well, that will help him in Europe. Let's see how James Ward-Prowse fares. It's Europa League. I'm sure he'll be fine. Kudus has that experience as well. So yeah, good signings. I wouldn't say another good win, but I'm expecting teams of that caliber to go to Luton and win.
I thought it was a good win.
Yeah.
It looked comfortable.
Yeah.
Paqueta looked like he had slippers
Paqueta
on.
played so good, man.
He was
Yeah, but when I said Chelsea had a good win there, you weren't having it.
Yeah.
No, because there's two different expectations there. Chelsea have so much quality within their team, or perceived quality in terms of Sterling, Thiago Silva, Jackson, who's coming from Villarreal, Enzo Fernandez, World Cup winner. They have a certain level of experience and quality within their squad compared to West Ham. So them winning at Luton is kind of pretty much. You should have been. You should have strolled out anyway.
Yeah, but we talked about how that team,
West Ham looking comfy, is it kind of speaks more about how well they've performed than a Chelsea performing comfortably.
Well, but we talked about that Chelsea team not having much experience in the team, right? That they haven't bought well enough experience. Those are young players. So they've gone there 1-3-0. We were like...
The game was at Chelsea. The game was at Chelsea.
Oh,
yeah, it was.
But they beat them 3-0. They beat them 3-0 at home. And I was like, it's a good win. Decent win.
Yeah.
And we were like, no, it's Luton, man.
Because then what happened the weekend after?
Yeah, exactly. So that's...
It's like licking the smile on his face as I say.
Yeah. So now I'm saying, West Ham beating Luton, even though it was away, can we now say that's a good win? It was actually, I'm expecting you, West Ham, to go there and win comfortably. It's not a marker of anything. Yes, it's another 3 points, but it's not indicative of anything because it's Luton. Are we keeping the same energy or are we saying...
I think the reason why I don't look at them with the same measuring stick is because last year West Ham, in terms of where they finished and then losing a key player like Rice and then obviously still integrating a key part of their team, which is the midfield, right? Ward-Prowse and Alvarez and then gelling with Paqueta. I'd expect them to struggle more with Luton than a Chelsea would. So that's why I'm saying, okay, well, West Ham going away to Luton and winning 2-0 was a good performance as opposed to Luton going to Chelsea and Chelsea strolling them 3-0.
Still a valid point, I think.
Fair enough. Well, another 3 points on the board for boys. Did Antonio score?
No.
Okay, fine. Because his podcast has been hilarious. When he's scoring, he's been hilarious. And Wilson hasn't been scoring or playing of late. And they don't pull any punches, bro.
He scored the weekend.
Yeah, I know that's what I'm saying. So it's going to be switched around this time. He's come on. But they don't pull any punches on them. Man. Some of the banter on there, I'm like... That's a bit of a low blow. Yeah. But if they can take it, it's all good for them. All right, I'm not gonna spend too much on this, but there's more goals in than I thought. Sheffield United Everton. I mean, before that game, as I was saying, that new striker was saying to me better. Like, look, his movement looks good. He looked alright in the Carabao Cup, etc. And I thought, yeah, all right, fine, but that's a Carabao Cup. But it looks like he's got some intent. It looks like he's got some intent. He wants to prove something. Yes, John, it's been 2 games. But Everton are so bad. And when you come in and show some willingness, you stand out.
Yeah.
You know, exactly. you do stand out. But yeah, any thoughts on this game? United Everton? Sheffield United Everton?
I like the Sheffield United striker, Cameron Archer.
Yep.
He impressed me. I thought he looked dangerous.
It's a relatively big money move for them, isn't it?
Yeah, and he's coming from Aston Villa.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they sold him, to be fair, because they've not really given him a chance.
Well, I mean, they've brought in John Duran.
Yeah.
And then they've got Ollie Watkins, Danny Ings.
Yeah.
So if they feel like, or even if he feels...
Ings?
Danny Ings.
Then he gone to West Ham.
Is Danny Ings at West Ham?
Yeah. He's not playing at West Ham. He's at West Ham holding bench.
Who have Aston Villa got behind Ollie Watkins then? Well, they've got Diaby and Bailey, right?
Yeah.
Diaby's been playing against. My bad. Even the point still remains. There's a queue, right? And if he or his agent or who his representatives feel that he's ready, then moves like these are only.
And also
benefit.
from Villa's point of view, I mean, 40 million. Unless you feel like he's going to play, are you going to get more money for him than that at some point? Yeah, you know, are you going to get 20 million later, 25, 30 million later?
Yeah, you can.
So yeah.
But I think the problem with Everton, like you go to a newly promoted team, you go 1-0 up at their ground, and then they just get back into the game quite easily, and take the lead. Granted, Everton came out second half and kind of blitzed Sheffield United a little bit to get level, etc. But I think the frailties are there, and I don't think Beto alone will solve it. And Dice was speaking before the game. I think it was on BT, wasn't it? Yeah. Oh no, TNT now. And he was kind of expressing his frustration about not being able to sign the players he wanted and make more moves in the transfer window.
Yeah, but then the players you have got, Demarai Gray's not playing. He's putting up stuff on Instagram about not being respected. You let Iwobi leave. All right, I know he says he's not going to sign a new contract, but
good money, to be fair. If he's in his last year, he was like
I guess so. But it's all creativity. And I look at who they signed. Who they signed?
Chimiti, the Portuguese striker.
Ashley Young.
They got the one from Leeds.
Ashley Young.
He's a good player. Ain't played yet.
Danjuma.
It's a loan, isn't it?
Yeah, that's a loan.
Ashley Young starting. He's like what, 38 now?
Is
Like,
their starting left back?
Yeah, like
Is their starting left back?
Who's the one from Leeds they got? He's a good player. The winger.
Jack Harrison.
Yeah.
They
He's
got
in-
Jack Harrison?
Yeah. Good
Injured?
player. He's been injured though, yeah.
He's
He's
injured.
signed him in the summer. Good player.
So I guess if you speak to Daesh today, he will say, look, there's a few pieces that still need to fall in. It's only the fourth game. He's got a point on the board. You know, come back and talk to me in 8 or 9 weeks' time when all these signings are bedded in. Beto's been there a bit longer. You said they just bought another striker. Danjuma looked good. You know, we were watching the game. He looked lively. I hope it comes together in enough time or early enough.
Don't
Because
speak too soon. They got Arsenal next
Wow,
week.
I hope they get relegated.
what is this Everton thing?
I don't know.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
used
yeah.
to.
Does.
They
Thank
proper
you.
What is this Everton
I
thing?
don't get it.
you know what it feels like. You know, there's certain teams who just feel like they're just using up a space in the Premier.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Not too long.
perfect.
It's like
Perfect.
it just feels like they're one of that team now where they just,
You've
just
had
get out
your
now.
last
Now
for
we're
the
about your
last
Liverpool
five-
hound.
for the
Now we're
last
about your
five
No,
Liverpool
years.
that's not even like I don't really care about Everton to be honest. Like, I just think they're just floating around. Like you've seen the regression over the years, isn't it? Like
Well, I think the big turning point for them was Ancelotti leaving. I just feel like since then it's just gone downhill. Ancelotti came in, everyone was like, what are you doing there? What are you going to do with those type of players?
They gave him money.
They gave him money. He brought certain people in. They were looking okay. I think they were on a trajectory. Real Madrid called. He couldn't say no. And I just feel like since then, it's just been downhill since.
It wasn't that great towards the end of Ancelotti's reign, though. If we're being brutally honest.
But it wasn't as bad as
Yeah,
It wasn't as bad
but
as this. No way.
and he
No
knew
way.
he was going anyway. innit?
No way.
And there's certain players that would come to Everton because it was him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, wasn't the Moise Kean loan? Wasn't that Ancelotti? The loan and then making it permanent.
Probably.
Yeah, possibly.
James
Yeah.
Rodriguez.
Yeah, there you go.
was-
Yeah,
Yeah,
come
that
on.
was
Like,
all right, Ancelotti.
yeah. And he had an impact. So I just feel for them, since that, you know, the owners have got a lot of stick, but they went out there, they got him, and something happened that they couldn't control. And Real Madrid calls any manager in the world right now, they're going. I don't care who you are, they're considering it. You ring Klopp, you ring Ancelotti, you ring Arteta, you ring whoever. Apart from Pep, maybe, everyone is thinking, So yeah, but to be honest, I don't care. But it'll be, they brought Sean Dyche in as a sort of almost like a new age. You know, we had the whole merry-go-round of Allardyce.
The old boys club.
Yeah.
Yeah, what was the other?
Pulis.
Allardyce, Pulis,
Pardew.
Pardew. No, he's not had a Premier League for a
Kerbishley
while.
was
though.
early. No, there was. It was like it was a conveyor belt. There was Kerbishley, Pardew, Ian Holloway,
Warnock.
Warnock.
Yeah, Warnock. But if we say last 5 years, Allardyce, Pulis, who else in the Prem come and save us? We could put Roy in that category.
Yeah.
Roy Hodgson.
Right,
Roy
I
Hodgson.
think it's just those three.
Yeah,
I think
the same
Sean
mold,
Dyche
innit?
is the new. Oh, you did well with Burnley. You might be cheap, and I don't know how well it's going to work.
But
let's
remember
see
his
how-
first game, though, right? Remember his first game when he took over?
Yeah, I do.
Do you know what his next game is?
Yeah. No, yeah. I know.
Let's not talk.
What do you think he's going to run it back?
I hope not. I hope not. But I wouldn't
yeah.
be. I wouldn't personally be surprised if we lost that game.
I think if you lost that game,
That's
Arteta's
crazy.
gotta take a hard look at himself.
It sounds
That's
mad,
crazy.
but
I reckon
that's
Everton-
crazy.
I reckon they'll be down there. Relegation battle this year. I reckon
Ooh, yeah,
what
man.
will save them is the fact there's only 2 going down this year.
is that only two?
Well, Luton's gone, so
Oh.
there's only 2 spaces left.
Every
There's only 2
week.
spaces left.
Wow.
There's only 2 more spaces left. So
Wow.
You know what I'm
That's how
saying?
I would.
He had to be in the first half.
Yeah.
He had to be in the first half.
Did I miss something?
Yeah, rule
was,
change.
was there a rule? Like,
You
All
lot
right,
are gonna,
cool.
you lot are gonna get Luton fans at your neck. You know, you lot.
Yeah.
Well, is there enough
That's-
fans? Anyway,
Oh
Um,
days.
Jokes,
Hey, Keith,
it's
we're
all
not
bad
part
now.
of this.
Yeah, I know, bro, I know.
It's all bad now.
Yeah.
It's all bad.
We're not part of this, Keith.
Man City, Fulham.
Straight to the talking point.
Dodgy.
Okay, all right. Let's get to the talking point. What we got? What are we saying?
How?
It's
Like, just,
Yeah.
like it's
All right. So for
ridiculous.
those of you who haven't seen it, you haven't seen any football. There is a goal scored. I can't remember who took the shot.
Exactly.
Okay,
okay,
head
so-
on,
so-
head on.
And there is a
ridiculous,
player
man.
who
Akanji.
is in an offside
Akanji.
position.
Akanji,
Akanji is in an offside position.
clear offside.
Wait, man.
Sorry.
In front of the keeper. And he jumps over the ball as he travels.
He wasn't in front of the keeper. Just to correct you.
Well, to be okay.
You're going to be saying, wait, better times trying to get the story.
He wasn't.
He was off right.
He was to the right of the keeper's starting position.
Yeah.
And as the ball's heading towards the bottom right-hand corner of the keeper's goal, he just jumps out of the way of the ball and goes to the net. Now, everyone is claiming that goal should have been offside, as Akanji should have been deemed to be interfering with play.
How?
Okay, let me start.
How is he interfering with
the
goalkeeper? Just for the record,
I'm surprised he said that. I'm surprised he said that. Are you saying that? Are you saying that for the sake of it?
No, I'm asking. No, I'm genuinely asking. I have my opinion, but I'm not just going to sit here. It's for the sake of a discussion. I'm not just going to sit and be like, oh.
Okay, first and foremost, who thinks it's a goal? Who thinks that's a clear goal and who thinks it's not a clear goal?
Goal.
You think it's a goal?
Yeah.
No goal.
It's a goal.
I think it's a goal.
No goal.
What do you think?
No, you can't cut. He's a ref.
He's a ref. Okay.
Can I answer your question?
What about Keith? Go on. What do you think?
No, I don't think it's a goal.
Okay,
it's never a goal.
And the reason why I say it's not a goal is because
he's going to bring some Liverpool examples.
Nah, it's not. You can see Leno hesitated. If Akanji doesn't think he's offside and potentially goes to play the ball, then he's interfering.
Okay.
So you can't say.
Whoa, sorry. Wind that back one more time. Just one more time for me.
So like the ball goes towards Akanji.
Yes.
If he doesn't think he's offside and goes to play the ball,
yes,
then that's going to alter what Leno does, doesn't he?
What's that got to do with the price of bread?
Let me.
No, but we're saying like Leno is anticipating a touch from Akanji, so he's not being like, oh, Akanji's going to leave the ball. He thinks Akanji's in play. So he's got to react as if Akanji's going to do something.
Exactly.
So he's interfering.
I disagree.
So he's interfering because I think he might do something that he didn't do.
No, but he jumped over the ball. If he stepped to the side, if he stepped to the side and moved out the way, you can say, cool.
Bingo.
But he's jumped over the ball. So
do you think Leno saves it? If Akanji ain't there, do you think Leno saves it?
Yeah, but there's a hesitation.
Leno goes to dive for the ball. He thinks Akanji's about to touch the ball and he stutters.
Then that's his fault.
It's not,
no, because there's a period where he can't see the ball.
I would say it's his fault.
What's the golden rule? What's the golden rule?
No, but there's a period where he can't see the ball.
Play to the what?
No, that's not like that.
Thank you.
No, but there's a period where he can't see the ball.
It's ain't a play to the whistle point.
Okay, so wait.
If Akanji jumps over it, there's a period where Leno can't see the ball.
How? Wait, hold on. How? If Akanji's off right and the ball's struck, so Leno's the ball was struck from in front of Leno. I can see the player striking the ball. Yeah. He's aiming for my right, the bottom corner.
Wait, hold on. He can see the ball.
He can see the ball. I don't think visibility is the argument. Your argument before.
Visibility is not the argument.
I will. We can talk on that. I don't agree, but I hear you.
Visibility
is not the argument.
If Akanji's not there, he dives straight. He just dives full. He just follows through with his dive. Because Akanji's there, he stutters his dive, and before he knows it, the ball's gone past him.
So to that point, I can understand the claim of interference. However,
because he's offside. No, there's no however. He's offside. That has made him stutter his decision to dive or not.
Okay, so for me, my thing is this, you can see him there. Leno knows he's offside. Yes?
Thank you. That's key. That's very key.
Leno's not... How's he know he's offside, though?
I can see
No,
he's offside.
Hold on. As the ball's being played, think about it. As the ball's being played,
he's offside or not.
Aki's outside wherever he is. Aki's over there. He's looking at where the ball is. Why is he looking at Akanji where he is?
Wait.
No, it doesn't work like that, bro.
Wait, boys, 1 second.
Doesn't work like that.
1 second.
Doesn't work like that.
Mark, can I finish?
You can finish, but it still don't work like that.
So we can't have it both ways. He was aware enough that Akanji might touch the ball and he stutters, but he's not aware enough to know that where he's standing is offside.
Shot. It doesn't work like that. That's what I'm saying. It doesn't work like that. Ake's shot. He can see a blue shirt, which is clearly Man City standing there. Yeah. The ball may or may not go to him. The guy's offside.
Yeah.
Because he's standing there.
Wait.
I've got a rebuttal.
So the guy's offside. Because he's there.
Yeah.
No, but I'm not saying Leno knows he's offside. Leno can see a player there.
Okay,
whether he's offside or not, that's neither here nor there to Leno.
What was Leno's reaction as soon as it went in?
Absolutely nothing. That's what I
He
didn't complain.
Yeah, but after the fact, you can see where he is. But after the fact, you can see where he is.
Leno didn't complain. When the ball went in, he didn't complain. He
did not say a thing.
Yeah, he did not complain at all.
He did not say a thing.
He was looking at his defenders.
Don't get me wrong. I think you should allow all of this. If you're in the offside position, brother, you're offside. You should get a fine for that.
Wait, all right.
So for me, don't get me wrong. everything should just be offside. Oh, you're in offside position, you're offside. But the rules as they are today, yeah, I think it would have been easy to give that for interfering play. Now, refereeing correspondent.
Thank you.
It all comes down to whether you believe Akanji was going for the ball or not. If he jumps over it and he's not going to play the ball, then it's a goal. If you feel he's trying to touch it, which I've heard people say that Akanji tried to score, but to me it doesn't look like. To me, it looks like he jumped over it, but he jumped a little bit funny. Yeah, he jumped a little bit funny. Yeah. So people were thinking he was trying to deflect the ball, but he wasn't.
So if he swung like for a shot and missed, that's not a goal.
No, if he swung.
So if he did an air shot, if he
swung for the ball, that means it's disallowed, because he's actually gone for the ball.
You see?
But because he's jumped
easy
over
logic,
not actually trying to score,
I'm not having it.
then that's why I've given it.
Agree to disagree.
It should just all be offside. Interfering play or not interfering play. But I'm just saying, as the rules stand, that makes sense to me.
Just quickly, because I've just had a look at the video again, Ake shoots. Ake shoots. Akanji's standing there.
Yeah.
Leno doesn't go to dive yet because he's thinking, as a normal good keeper would do, the touch he might actually get a touch and shoot the other way.
Yeah, but you said he didn't know it was there.
Which mean I said he didn't know it was there. I said he knew Akanji was there. I just don't know whether he's offside or not.
I'll just check.
Oh, you're trying. So he goes to shoot, yeah? Akanji's standing there.
Yeah.
He's thinking Akanji's possibly going to get a touch on it. So if I dive fully to my right and he touches a touch and he's going to go to my left.
That's poor awareness from Leno. If I'm in guard, no man's offside, bro. I know where my line is.
For the viewers, everyone needs to go and look at that video again.
Why did he complain afterwards then? When the ball goes in the net?
He did.
But the rest of the players did. The manager did. So it don't matter if he doesn't.
Complain.
Like,
but he's the prime witness.
Yeah, I just think it should have.
Yeah.
It should have been disallowed. And
So
the timing of it as
he
well.
knew he was offside.
Yeah, the timing of it.
Well, you can't confirm if it's offside.
All right, let me put a
you
final
just said play
nail.
to the whistle, didn't you?
Let me put a final
Let's
nail
say
in
there's a
my...
left back keeping him on side. You can't just stop. He has to play. He has to play to the whistle.
Exactly.
Like,
Dive for that. Save that.
no, but
I'm going to put the final nail in my coffin is when I saw it first time, I was like, oh, it's offside. So after I saw the replay, I was like, well, I could see how it was given.
That's a nailed on offside.
So the robot, he's done it again.
Yeah, he's annoying, bro.
You said that with real pain.
He's annoying, bro. There's one shot he took here. He just literally grabbed it, turned the shot, hit the crossbar, went in. Annoying, bro.
Nah, he's an absolute joke. Erling Haaland hat trick, 56 minutes, 70 minutes, and 90 plus 5.
Yeah.
Second half hat trick. Alvarez with another goal. He's putting up some numbers, you know.
Yeah.
Someone said to me they think he's going to be Prem top scorer. I disagree massively.
They need to calm down with that one.
But only reason I disagree is because of the Tinker situation. If he's actually going to play, I think he's going to score a lot of goals. But I don't think he's played every week like Haaland.
Yeah, I think now when no European is fine, he's been playing every week. But when they need to rotate,
what I like about him, he seems to score important goals. He seems to score like the first goal in the game and stuff like that. Yeah, that's what I like about him.
Yeah. Question: who's better, Alvarez or Nketiah?
Alvarez. Was that a question?
Well, I answered that, and the conversation the individual wanted to ask me is the same individual that said Jude Bellingham is just crash bang wallop.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Oh, yeah. Are you serious? Someone said that.
Yeah.
That's that person's mindset right there.
Yeah. So he said it's not a negative thing, but I'm not buying it. It's not a negative thing now. He's smashing up Real Madrid. But anyway, we'll come to that one in the Arsenal game. But yeah, I got asked that question. I think it's ludicrous. But anyway, so we've got a perfect record for Man City so far this season. I know it's only 4 games, but should we all pack up and go home now? Or?
Nah, they're going to stumble. They're going to falter probably against the top 6 first. But yeah, I don't think it's... I think they'll win the league, but I don't think it's going to be cut and dry.
This is better than their normal... Because normally they start slow.
Slow.
So why the one season they don't start slow? Are we saying, they'll falter?
because I think everyone
because
else
no
better.
one... Yeah, sure, go.
Everyone else is better, like the bigger teams.
Do you think so? Well, the thing is...
Like
So
Liverpool.
Arsenal better.
Better than win.
Just in general, like over the last however
Wait,
many
who's
years.
better?
Arsenal.
In general.
What, the
No,
last
So
season?
taking about last season, I don't see
He's
a
just talking
massive
about in
fall up.
general.
I'm just talking about in general, the teams
Yeah.
around
Are
the top teams are better. So Arsenal were better last year. I don't think they're going to fall off from last year, personally.
Who, Arsenal?
I think Liverpool.
I don't like this guy.
But you're right.
Yeah.
You're right. No, you're right, bro.
Why
You're
you
right,
keep-
bro.
Wait, I just wanted to
Mouth.
clarify
Yeah.
who you're talking about.
Blood.
All right, sorry.
Tottenham look better.
This guy.
So I think, the way you need for City to falter is the bigger team to take points of them, and that hasn't happened
100%.
much over the last however many years. And I can potentially see that happening, even if it's the away games. So consistently over the last few years, only really Tottenham and Liverpool have taken points off Man City at their home ground. If the other teams can start doing that, which I think might happen, even if it's a draw, it's points that they didn't have previously.
I can't see it.
I
think there's not enough teams that can take points off City. I think City, there's only like 3 or 4 teams that I can see taking points off of City.
I think it could be worse than last season.
I think the rest of the league, they just run through the rest of the league.
I don't think they do the treble again. So I think there's going to be a point of a season where they got one competition less to worry about. And KDB's not even about. KDB's not even about.
But do you think they've looked convincing though? Like I know they're 3 out of 3.
I don't think. Yeah.
Sorry, 4 out of 4. I don't think they've looked majorly convincing.
No,
that's what's worse. So when they get convincing, what's happening?
The only time they looked a little leggy was against Sheffield United when they couldn't break down the WWE tactics.
And then they got 2 signings on Friday. So, man, I don't know. It's not looking good, mate.
I think they just do what they need to do.
Yeah.
Whoever they're facing, they just do enough to beat them. So if they're facing a better team, they're going to play better. So if they're facing a worse team, they're not going to play as well.
And to prove that point, they had 7 shots, 5 on target. That's 5-1.
Oh my God.
Like, let's talk about efficiency.
But then you say, like, if that goal is disallowed, then it's a different game, innit? Like, so...
How much of a different game is it?
But look, it's a crucial... They scored in injury time.
I think it doesn't change the result. I think it changes how...
clear cut.
Well...
How Fulham play. Or how Fulham apply themselves.
Yeah, true. I think your point about them conceding chances bore fruit again on the weekend. But they're so ruthless... And teams, to Daz's point, are not good enough and not exploiting those chances. So, unless the Arsenals, Liverpools, Tottenhams, Brightons, Newcastle are going to take points off them, which we haven't been good at in general, man. And if those players settle in as well, I mean, just allow it, man. Just absolutely.
Pep hasn't been in the last 2 games either, has he?
Is there a case to say, well, who have they really played? Because it's only Newcastle they've really played that's better or
and that's the point. But those are the games where they would get a draw or something. We're like, what's going on? We've ruined how many bets today. Do you know what I mean? But that's not happening this time. It's just straight steamroller. So Haaland for top scorer this season again?
Hands down.
Easy. Have we had anyone do it like 3 years consecutively? Harry Kane's done it 2 years in a row, hasn't he?
Salah done it 2 years.
Salah's done it 2 years. I don't think he's done 3 years in a row. I think he's got 3 or 4 overall.
No, he shared,
he got 2 in a joint.
Was it 2 in a joint?
I think one of those 2 was a joint.
Yeah, that's what I thought, one of the 2.
Yeah, and then I think Harry Kane was the year after.
Well,
He's joined, I swear he's joined twice.
Yeah.
Yeah, with Mane.
He joined Mane,
and then Son.
Yeah.
Son.
All right, well, let's see. The machine rolls on. Fulham, I think they lost it after that incident. I mean, Marco Silva, I swear he's been booked every game.
Yeah.
He's got a van, isn't he?
He's moving like a defensive midfielder.
4 yellow cards.
Yeah.
He got another one on Saturday.
Yeah.
But wouldn't you get a yellow card as well?
No, but if you had 3, I know the incident was major. If you had 3 and you served the ban,
not in that
you
minute.
got a kind of...
in that minute, you're going crazy.
You're not thinking about the past. You're thinking about right now.
And also, you're thinking it's hard enough playing Man City. I don't need you lot giving decisions against me as well.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean?
So does that mean you agree it won't go? That's what it sounds like.
So the next game,
just on Fulham, can we speak about Paulino? Did you not see his update on the web?
No, what happened?
Him and his brother was talking about Bayern Munich, that the move is just postponed. That, he still wants to go there and everything. I was shocked.
So postponed to in January?
Well, that's what he seems to be saying. He said
he was done, they done all the media. Here he was holding the shirt.
So what do we think about that? Because we talked about it on the weekend, and I was like, should there be a point at the transfer where no matter what happens,
can't back out
unless the buying team pulls out whatever, you can't back out. Like, he's in Germany, he's done medicals, he's taken shirt picture, but because Fulham couldn't find a replacement, your dream move to Bayern is now folded.
I hear all that, but until it's signed on the dotted line, do whatever you want. It's not signed and
so you don't think it's
I hear what you're saying.
That's
I hear what you're saying.
Should there be a line that everyone knows?
Probably
this deal was done? Because even from Fulham's point of view, if that didn't happen, Bayern could have pulled that last minute, right?
Yeah.
I hear what you're saying, but I think it opens up a lot of issues.
Yeah.
Potential issues anyway.
Like what?
Gazumping, last minute teams coming in.
But I think that stops it because I've done the medical. You can't now say, "Oh, sorry, man, I'm taking 91 million from Real Madrid."
True.
Do you see what I'm saying?
True.
Or you could be like, "Oh, I'm nearly at the point. So if you want to do something, you need to come in."
Well, if you've done the medical, it's done.
I think the medical and all that was only done like that because it was the last day. If that was the normal transfer, if there was 2 weeks left, he wouldn't have done all that.
No, I agree. But
I think that had to be done early.
Yeah,
because it's the last day of the window, so they need.
I just think do you guys think there's anything? Because we've seen a few of these. Oh, it didn't go through and blah blah blah. Because then actually at that point, you getting the paperwork in at 1 minute past 11 is not even an excuse anymore. You did the medical. Parties are expecting things. If we had something like that in place, David De Gea would have gone Real Madrid.
Yeah, the facts issue, innit?
Do you know what I'm saying? Transfers shouldn't be falling because I thought I faxed it at 10:59 and it ran out of it. Do you know what I mean? Like, that shouldn't be happening.
But I don't think Fulham had anyone lined up. Like, even when the move to Bayern was kind of announced.
Yeah.
No, they were going for Scott McTominay. He said no.
Yeah, he said no.
Was that the replacement?
That's why it fell through.
I don't blame him for pulling the plug.
And I'm hearing the deal was 89 million.
Jeez.
It was big money, wasn't it? How much was it?
70, yeah.
70 million.
For Paulina.
That's how much Bayern were buying him for,
Yeah. So I'm saying. And he's 28. When is he getting another move to Bayern Munich?
It's true.
But there's saying that they were really professional. He loves it there. Blah blah blah.
Well, you coming out and saying that he's a professional?
Yeah, I thought it was disrespectful to Fulham.
That's not professional.
It is disrespectful to Fulham.
When they went by and it was
bro,
great.
he looked sad, man. I saw the airport video, man.
I'm steaming.
But then when you get sent to your room and you're just vexed,
You don't know what I'd be saying in the WhatsApp group.
Wait till Fulham versus Man United. If McTominay is like I wouldn't be surprised.
But you can't blame McTominay if you're
Paulina's got a yellow card.
Indirectly, you can.
Oh, that's. I think that's. I think there should be something looked at there, man. I think there's got to be a point of committal because there's 3 parties, and in that situation, Bayern and Paulina have lost out because Fulham did sort of the ducks in a row. And in some other times, it's the other way around, right? The selling club and the buyer are left. I'm the player left.
To be fair, it was a last minute deal. And I'm pretty sure Fulham would have said this is contingent on us getting a replacement. Never mind McTominay, us just getting a replacement.
Fair.
If we don't get a replacement, you're not going.
Fair, but also Fulham would have baked in extra value into that transfer fee because it was last minute. So they can't. It's not like we're giving you something for free last minute.
Yeah, but then
if you bought him 3 months, 2 months ago, it's probably 60 million.
Yeah,
62 million.
Yeah.
So
but that money is not going to do nothing for our on pitch performance.
Yeah, no, I agree. But but at that
don't
point,
get a replacement,
don't send him for a medical then.
Yeah,
and
I think
they needed to because it's last minute.
Yeah, so if you're confident enough to send him for the medical, the deal has to happen. That's what I'm saying. If we've all got this line, the behaviour will change accordingly.
Yeah, but if
subject to them getting someone
else
that's
the part. That's the part that's really vital.
I just think it just leaves everybody with one toe out the door, and you can just duck. And in deals of that size, it just doesn't feel right. Like you look at other deals, once you're in, it's like put your money in escrow, bro. Like it's there, it's held.
I think another major issue is all the transfer windows finish at different times.
Yeah.
Like I think they need to be consistency
across the board.
Yeah, like whether it's UEFA or FIFA. Why?
Yeah, why? Because Salah, they might come out for Salah.
Bruv, you've spoken about Liverpool more than me today. Like, I don't know what's happening.
Well, like he speaks about Arsenal.
I haven't said a word.
You asked me speaking about Arsenal.
No, because what I'm saying is the German window finished at 6.
Yeah.
If they had another 5 hours like we did, then they could have said, right, we've got another 5 hours for you to find someone else and get a player. But they didn't have that 5 hours.
No.
Who can implement that?
It's got to be UEFA or FIFA, isn't it? Like,
but the problem is, I think the actual flow of transfers and all of that is still left to individual countries, like football associations and stuff like that. It's registered at FIFA or wherever else. You're right, but I guess in all businesses, right? We all work, we all at work. You deal with different countries, they got different working practices, different times of work and all of that.
Exactly. Yeah, but for something like this, where it is like multinational like interactions.
You got there.
Oh, what?
It's just sales, bro.
He's like, I've done him something today. Like, I don't understand it.
No, I'm not the one that questioned your maths. That wasn't me. That's
okay. The only, I mean, FIFA and UEFA are in that circumstance, they can just advise, right? I mean, like you said, it's down to the individual FAs.
Yeah, and time difference plays an issue as well. 11 o'clock for us is 1 a.m. for certain European countries.
Very true.
Yeah.
So just because of England.
No, but I'm not saying it had to be later. I'm just saying if it were the same time everywhere, that everyone knows we're working to this potential deadline. That's what I'm saying.
Same time, like to John's point, same time. Who's the lead time? Because like if
you just alternate, innit?
No, I think it should be the same day. I agree, same day, and you just use local time. So if you're going to Bayern, you have to have it done by 11 p.m. in Bayern, whatever that means.
Yeah.
So the club you're arriving at, it has to be done by 11 o'clock there. If that's in Saudi and it's 4 hours ahead, then you got lucky. You could do stuff here at midnight and whatever, but it should be the same day. Like Saudi window closes 2 weeks after or something.
Nice. It's Thursday.
They've agreed.
I think
Thursday.
Turkey's window is still open as well. I don't get why that is. I mean, if you speak to them in Turkey, they'll have their own reason. Saudi will have their own reason. But yeah, there should be alignment. Or you could just say, look, if you're dealing with UEFA clubs, when their deadline closes, their deadline closes.
Yeah.
But again, that's a case of UEFA put it out there and the FAs have to vote for that. Do you know what I mean?
No, but the UEFA clubs can't buy in players. So they could stop players leaving. UEFA clubs can't buy. You still can't buy a player from Saudi even though their window's open.
Yeah, no, I know that. But you're saying like if you're all on the same day, all these FAs have to agree to that.
No. So even if your Saudi window doesn't close, you can buy players from anyone else.
Yeah.
But you can't, if our club's windows have closed, you can't buy players from us. So don't leave a window. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I want to buy a Liverpool player. No, you can't. His window's closed.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Yeah.
Maybe they should just do that. Yeah. But we know money rules, so that's not.
I hear you saying.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's an easier way than trying to get all those countries to coordinate. But then UEFA, you're stopping me getting 200 million for my player. Well, they should have done it on Thursday. But anyway, Nottingham Forest 1, Chelsea 0. Whew! Some fantasy football collapsed on this game. Lots of people put
who?
Sterling in.
Really?
Sterling as my capo.
You don't trust Chelsea? You lot are mad. You put him as your captain.
Yeah.
Sorry, rewind. You put him as your captain.
Capo.
That's why man's not number one in all these leagues. You know what I mean?
Oh, you had to get that.
Here we go.
There we go.
I'm number 2.
Do you know why?
The post he done.
Do not
Smug.
Do not impose that on the video.
What's
his
that?
Picture of his.
Oh, snap.
Do not.
You know why you have to do it?
Why?
Because it's not happening again. You gotta enjoy it, bro. But yeah, to your point, you beat Luton. Yay. Sterling scores a great goal. We're going in the right direction. You go, you get Forest at home. 2 home games in a row. And you 1-0 loss. I mean, we'll come to Forest in a minute because they're doing fantastic at the moment.
They're tricky, man. They're tricky.
Yeah.
But Chelsea, man, what's going on?
It's a disaster class down there, man.
I want to know why Pochettino has deserted his 4-2-3-1 formation and decided to start playing 3 at the back.
Did he play it here at Chelsea or at Chelsea?
At Chelsea at the back? Pre-season, he was doing 4-2-3-1.
He's not best to pay some
Hasn't got the
personnel, though.
for it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So he was playing what 4-2-3-1.
Yeah.
Do you think the Nkunku injuries has made him throw out the window a little bit?
But you've still got players. You've got Madueke sitting on the bench. You've got
maybe doesn't rain.
He had Carney.
Yeah,
he got injured. He's got who's the other one? Modric.
Yeah,
he's got Modric that can play out there.
Palmer's just
Mudryk.
Yeah.
Cole Palmer's just coming.
Okay, so maybe he'll switch. Now he's got Cole Palmer back. Maybe he'll switch to that because Mudryk wasn't in a shape where you'd throw him straight in now that Nkunku's injured. So maybe it was a personnel change. Maybe it's because of
the back. Has he got the personnel?
Desassi, he's got Silva.
What did he for at the back?
Colwill,
Costo, Chilwell.
What, you think he hasn't got the personnel to play 4 at the back?
Silva's
I think it's safer.
Silva's always in a 3, isn't he?
Really?
Probably was.
Yeah.
Silva always goes in the middle of a 3.
Yeah, that's true. But he did it in pre-season, so as that point. Yeah. I mean,
it's the chances, but they had like 20 plus shots and only 2 on target.
They've created the most big
Jackson,
chances in the league so far.
It's Jackson, bro. He's
that
saying,
miss, cool. Talk to me. Mark, talk to us about that miss.
I want John to talk to us about that miss.
Oh my gosh.
I want John to talk about that.
You know when you talk to someone that you don't know? So when I saw that miss, I said, Jackson, bro, what are you doing to me, bro? I'm like, allow it. I'm gonna have this conversation on the pod on Monday.
Madness,
you see him and Havertz, the misses this weekend in front of goal. Yeah, we'll come to that.
Havertz one was worse, but we'll get it.
I don't know why, but he looks like he's lacking confidence. But it should be the other way around. He's played relatively well. He scored his first goal a couple of games ago, but he just looks like
raw.
He looks under pressure.
That's right there. Raw.
Yeah, maybe that's it. Maybe that's very what it is.
Raw.
He's getting chances.
Yeah.
He's getting on the end of the chances. He's just
lack of composure.
Raw.
Yeah.
Lack of composure. Would you say?
Definitely a player in there though.
Yeah.
No, he does a hard graph. He covers across the line. He's a nuisance. And I think the commentator, I think it was the West Ham game. He said he was like fantastic in terms of work rate and being busy and being in the right place, but now he needs to be a goal threat. And
yeah, definitely.
At the moment, he's not a goal threat. Yeah, he's a threat in terms of helping Chelsea execute their plan and the forward play, but he's not a goal threat.
And where the rest of the team attacking players, bar Sterling this season, haven't really stepped up either, it kind of puts a bit more pressure on him to kind of deliver.
I mean, 21 shots.
Nkunku as well.
Yeah, 21 shots, 2 on target.
But what kind of striker would you say is the hold up man in behind? I just don't get what he is. I don't understand.
And he reminds me of Ngog that used to play for us.
Oh my days.
Like,
oh my days.
Oh my days.
Like,
that is.
If you go back and watch
oh my days.
Ngog and Jack, their games pretty similar, man. Like,
wow.
Just because you pay big money for him, don't mean the comparison can't be there.
It's true.
Mateta.
I'm not gonna lie to you. That's true.
That's definitely going to be a clip. We're going to ask the public on that one.
God, you know.
Alternatively, Forest 7 shots on target. 7 shots, 3 on target. I mean,
Alanga proving you wrong.
Yeah,
Alanga proving you wrong.
No, do you know what it is, right? I'm going to come to that. I just want to know what has clicked. Because they started, what was it? The first game was it a loss?
Yeah, it was against Arsenal, no?
Yeah, against Arsenal. But they played well that game, though.
They played well that game, bro.
Remember, Arsenal kind of hanging on towards the end.
And played well against United.
Yeah,
they lost 2-1 to us. We were leading 2-1 and they scored that Speedy Gonzalez goal.
Beat Forest, Sheffield United 2-1.
Then they beat Sheffield United. Then they just went up a bit too early, didn't have the composure to hold out against Man United. But they've been playing very well.
That big man up top, the one up top. I want to speak on him. Yeah,
I just want to know what's clicked because I think towards the end of last season they
picked it up.
They picked it up, but it was after a period of really looking back.
Yeah.
And then they've come into this season, quite a few changes, a new keeper. They've brought in a few players. I just didn't think they'd progress or click like this.
I don't think they've made many changes though. Like I think the core of the team is essentially still there, and it's like what John said about Luton earlier. Kind of, you'd want to pick up points, like maybe not initially, but as the season kicks on. So they've done that at the back end of last season, and they've still got a core team who we know Cooper's a good manager. Like he's got a good record. I think it's just them potentially becoming an established Premier League team if they can keep it going.
I was going to say, if you take it from the layers, everyone and anyone that will talk about him says he's a fantastic coach and he's a good manager. So, but then you bring in, I can't remember how many, 27, 28 players. That's always going to be disruptive, no matter how experienced or inexperienced you are. So that probably took time to bed in. He had to weed out who was good for him and his existing players and who wasn't. So, for example, Sergio Aurier has come in and has been a mainstay and has proved value. Whereas maybe players like Lingard came and didn't do anything. So there's that. So maybe there's a settling of all the players. He's made more signings this season. So I think Isaac, maybe he's just arrived at a core and the people that can execute what he wants at the level he wants, and now they're doing it.
I mean, let's not get exaggerated. Let's not get carried away here. 5 games all comps, 2 wins, 3 losses.
It's a bit early to say.
But look at
it is a bit early to say.
But look at lost again.
No, but they've done okay. It's just for me, it's just a little early to be like.
But it looks better.
Oh, they're doing
better.
well.
They look better.
No, but they're playing. They're playing.
We'll see. I think. Let's see how they do against teams around them, or considered to be mid-table, lower-table teams. Because anyone can up their game against a Chelsea or Man United or an Arsenal.
But they beat
Sheffield United.
Yeah, but that's one. The other 3 games have been Arsenal, Chelsea, Man United.
I guess it's less about.
Like I'm saying, anyone can up their game against those teams. They've had one game against a team that's considered to be in and around them.
Yeah.
Let's just see how they do against those teams.
Yeah.
And to be fair, they could easily be on 0 points with the. If you look at the fixtures, 3 of their first 4 fixtures, they've had Arsenal away, Chelsea away, and Man United away.
But they got 6 points.
Yeah. So I think you've got to hand them credit.
And if you look at last season, I was looking at the other day. I think 36 points or something. It was really low. 40 points got you to 11th or something. The total for staying up last season was crazy. It was so low that, if we compare it to last year, and it's not just the what, you're right, it's only early, but it's almost the how they've played. If we take that nuance into it, it's like, okay, you guys have come in here and you've progressed yourselves a little bit, and it's not just now hanging on to the skin of your teeth, getting lucky wins here or there. So can they sustain it? Maybe not, we don't know. But on the evidence we've seen so far, of all of that lower tier teams, I would argue they're playing with the best intent. And they've shown the most so far. If they keep up this, if everyone kept the same performance they've got today, there ain't no danger of going down, is my point.
No, they won't go down.
Yeah.
I don't believe they'll go down. I think they'll be in and around the bottom. But the bottom 3 teams, I think we've all agreed on, are so bad they won't go down. But again, if I see them doing this against the Villas, the Palaces, Wolves, then I'll be like, raw, okay, they're.
But to your point earlier, a team with Chelsea that you'd expect to go and beat Luton for the reasons you said, for Forest to come and beat them at their home ground is a coup this early on in the season. That is a coup.
I'm not sure. I can't because, like I said, anyone.
I don't get your disdain
for
them, bro. I don't get it.
It's not disdain. I'm just saying anyone can up their game against the considered the big teams. Every team does that.
Consistency in application. Please. So,
what do you mean consistency? Where's the disparity?
So you said Chelsea beat Luton at home is calm. That's what they should be doing.
Luton, come on, let's not compare Luton.
Wait, let me finish.
Let's not do that.
Let me finish. Yeah. So that's calm. Because they have players of a certain caliber, etc. Fine, right? Then their next game at home is against Forest, who is a relegation contender, right? Forest is a relegation contender. So not beating Forest at home and that relegation contender beating Chelsea, who are at home and has the same players like you said, surely that's got to be a good result for Forest. That's a coup for Forest.
If you want to look at it that way, you can. I'm not.
Okay, so how should I look at it? How should we look at it?
No, let's move on.
If you want to look at it that way, you can.
So, all right, so tell me how you're looking at it. So tell me how you're looking at it.
How I'm looking at it. Yeah. I've just told you. I'm looking
at...
They
raised the game.
They raised the games. All right, cool. Do it against the teams around you.
All right.
The teams that you're going to be fighting for 6-pointers and things like that. Do it against
Fair enough.
Just on Forest quickly, I think Origi's a good signing for them to replace.
Did it
Johnson.
happen? Did that go through?
Yeah.
Brilliant.
And obviously Johnson stealing is higher. No, they signed him. Actually.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, perm.
Okay. Oh, wow.
Johnson stealing is higher, but I think for now, coming in, I don't think the quality will drop off.
Yeah, and his experience, he's played in the biggest games. Yeah. I mean, they play one up top with Awini now, so I don't know where he's going to fit in. Or
he can play off the left. Like, he's not great there, but he can do the job.
So you don't think there's maybe a change in formation, maybe? Could be a little bit disruptive. Because if I'm Origi, I'm coming in now.
Depending on who they play.
Who's there? Who's keeping me at the team? Do you know what I mean? Or am I overplaying it?
I remember Origi's not prolific. He's just busy in it, like good touches, etc.
But we know how this ego thing plays out at clubs.
He's a good sub as well. He always just come on and make a
for
good
Forest
impact.
Though?
Bro, am I making this up? You know what I'm saying?
When was the last time he was a regular player?
Yeah.
No, but for Forest though, he's probably thinking I'm
come from Liverpool and AC Milan. I'm not saying he's like this, but we've seen this in ball, right?
Yeah.
Is he coming there with certain expectations?
He's going to have to.
No, I hope not.
you think,
and I say, and when I say expectations, I mean expectations of I'm not coming in there. I'm not expecting to walk in and demand.
No one's gonna walk in, but at some point you're probably thinking I'm gonna.
Okay, put it this way: if he's being used by Langa in 5 games, he's not gonna be happy, is he? Exactly.
And they got Cho as well.
Yes, of course.
Oh yeah, Cho. Yeah, I forgot about that.
They might have had a really good window, you know.
It's not bad.
Well, it's a big gamble though because the Cho you need. If you don't get that, well, he costs 5 million. I mean, it's nothing.
5
I know.
million.
I know.
Hey.
What a time to be alive.
Did he turn down the Bayern Munich or the Bayern Munich?
Chelsea did.
Okay,
Chelsea turned down.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it was Chelsea. They rejected the bids. I remember it clearly at the time.
And then sent him to Bayer Leverkusen on loan.
Yep.
It was a year or two later. But
Yeah. I think
sliding doors
Bayern
in it.
I want to say Bayern bid 35, 40 million, and Chelsea were like, nah, this is, and that's what was then before the craziness, right? So Bayern were like, that's big money for a guy that's not playing. You know, but Chelsea were like, no, he's worth more than that.
He's gonna be a talent.
Yeah. But you weren't playing him. It's restricting the thing. Anyway. Sorry, Forest fans. You just upped your game. It's not a big result. Tottenham, Burnley.
Ooh.
And
wow.
Well, first, let's start with Burnley. Because I'm not going to lie.
Underwhelming, isn't it?
Bruv,
Very underwhelming.
no, I can't go for that.
Okay.
I can't go for that.
Serious?
Hey, no more
I can't
contradictions,
go for
you know?
that.
No more contradictions. Let's go. Let's hear
I
it.
can't go for that.
Wow. Go on.
Underwhelming.
Yeah.
How?
They're not far
What
off
was you
Luton.
expecting?
They're not far
Nah,
off
stop
Luton.
it. Stop
They're not.
Stop
I
it.
agree.
Yeah,
But it's
they're
true
not.
though.
They're
Really?
not far off
Really?
Luton,
You
yeah.
think they're not
saying
far
Luton are
off?
gonna
They're
fall
not.
off?
I agree.
They're not,
You
man.
think Luton are doing that to Spurs? Even getting a goal like that?
Bro.
Possible.
Because
Burnley
of the
conceded
vibe
the
at
most in the league
Yeah,
so far.
vibe at
Don't
home.
be fooled by forward passes, bro.
Yeah.
Don't be fooled by
But this
time
agenda
space.
against Luton is wild.
Yeah, bro.
bro.
You know what?
This agenda
Yeah.
against Luton is mad.
You know what? I rate
I'm
what
not going for that. man.
I rate what company done last season
Yeah,
and trying to bring that into the Premier League.
Yes.
it's not working.
Get your plan B out
Yeah.
ASAP.
ASAP. It's not
Bro.
working.
Because that plan A is not
I
working.
tell you what,
No,
get your points on the board so you're still here to figure out how to do the Premier.
It's true. It's true.
He needs to change things up ASAP. And now I'm looking at the signings. We talked about a couple of their signings, right? Young players with high ceilings, so they pay big money for them. They now strike me as signings that, when we're back in the Championship, will kill it again and come back up.
Do you know what I think they're missing? They just need a little more bite and experience in the middle of that part.
Brother, I think they're missing someone like an Origi. Someone that has played the
Nah,
game.
they've got
will
Foster.
come
They've
to
got
Burnley.
Foster's, he's a player. I like him.
He's a player, but he's not played at this level before.
But he's doing it. He's scored.
I think they need more of that. I think they needed to do a little bit of what Forest did, right? You've played in this league.
The experience.
Maybe you're not good enough. You're not good enough for fourth or fifth or sixth. But Burnley needed their Sergio Aurier. They needed a couple of that version of that this season. And again, it's early doors, but it's not looking good. And I think it's interesting. We like watching teams who play a certain way. So sometimes that skews the assessment. But it's not looking good.
Yeah,
It's just-
Tottenham beat
it's-
the press so like they were just on them in it,
Oh.
and Burnley could. It's like they didn't know what
It was
to do.
crazy.
Like,
It wasn't even
naivety.
intricate play, you know.
Madison had the freedom of
It
the
wasn't even
ball.
intricate play. I'm seeing simple forward pass, direct movement. No one's doing any. There was no chessboard rotations here, bro. The guy's running in his position on the sky.
But I've told. But all right. But here's the thing.
Man's
I've
heat map is
told
in his
you.
corner.
But I've told you that the Ange Ball, the fluidity of their attacks and their play, it's going to be a lot for a lot of teams. Never mind Burnley. It's going to cause a lot of problems for a lot of teams.
But this didn't even look like Ange ball. This just looked like we know how to play football. Isaac's in front of him. I'm going to give him the ball, and there's no one troubling him. That's what it looked like. It wasn't like the previous games where you could see. I mean, apart from I think it was Son's third goal, that pass from Porro was mad.
Mental.
Yeah.
That part, I don't care who you're
Like
playing
the one
against.
at Charlton.
Yeah.
Yes.
Exactly.
That
Yeah.
pass was. Got to finish that.
I was
But yeah,
surprised that Solomon. I was like, who is this guy?
He's a
And
player,
then-
bro.
He's a
he
baller,
was
man.
well.
He's a
I
player.
didn't realise he was at Fulham last
Fulham,
season.
yeah, he's a player.
He was on
He was
loan.
at
I
Shakhtar
remember,
before
like,
that.
They
Seen
signed him on a free transfer as well.
he
So
was
that
on,
makes it
he was
even
on loan
better.
at Fulham.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
do you know that free transfer? How it came about?
Because of the
Oh,
Ukraine
that's the
thing.
dodgy,
Because of the whole
yeah.
Ukraine thing. So he came from. It wasn't
Shakhtar.
man.
It's dodgy.
Why is it dodgy?
Because he's free transfer.
It's
And-
extenuating
there's a reason
circumstances.
why.
the war, yeah, but that's not. That's
It's
that
extenuating
shouldn't happen.
circumstances, man.
No, but if they weren't happy about it,
Yeah, but it's
he should've got
because
an
you
extra fee.
there was effectively because he come from that Ukrainian club, UEFA gave him dispensation to move without a fee.
Oh, well,
So
Yeah.
where was that from Macallo?
I think it happened
No,
a bit
you've
later on, though,
got
innit?
to be international. So because Mikhailo's Ukrainian, he couldn't.
I'm joking. I know. I
wouldn't be happy about it either. They didn't get. That's an asset there, and they lost him for free.
No compensation for him.
Zero.
So didn't Napoli get that as well for the guy I'm not going to mention? Please help me out, Keith.
Nah, you need to go to I ain't walking into that bit of track.
What's their left winger's name?
Kavicha.
Yeah, him.
Hey. Phonetic corner.
Krevatscalia.
So Son moved up front, which I've been waiting to see. Well, I don't want it to see. I don't want him to do well. But I mean, Ange again, Son hat-trick. Even that Joker Romero scoring, the angriest man in English football.
Good goal as well.
Goal, yeah.
That finish was mad. It reminded me of Saliba's goal from the other side. You know when he hit it across. And of course, Maddison again. His goal was nice. We're gonna do our roundups, but
do you know what the Spurs looks like? The Spurs resurgence. It looks like when Hodgson come into Palace, and Palace were just
free
kicking ball. It just looks the same. It just looks like they're having fun. Everyone's enjoying the ball.
Well, I'm gonna sprinkle some of your logic on this. It's only 4 games.
I was about to say, are we calling it resurgence already?
Nah, but compared to
they're playing much better.
I think it is.
It's a resurgence in style.
In style, that's it.
Maybe in substance we'll see, but they're definitely just playing like they're enjoying the game.
Yeah,
I do like that
without Conte.
That comparison with the Palace, because even I would say the Zaha Kane, getting rid of them and moving them out, both teams, the other players are now.
Yes.
Yeah.
What's that like?
Yeah.
Thank you.
I don't understand.
That man was saying that, no, Kane's a big miss, 30 goals, you can't replace that.
You can't replace it. You can't replace it. You can't replace it.
But no, they're playing well.
You can't replace it.
Big man. Son's on a hattie.
Yeah.
Madison can't stop scoring. Even Romero's
you don't need to
pitching
slow
it.
down, bro. You need to slow down. It's 4 games in,
voice was rude.
You need to slow down.
What do we think of the Benning Johnson signing? Because I think Son has gone up front to accommodate Benning Johnson. I think that's who's coming in to play on the wing.
End of Richarlison.
So yeah, what do we think?
You saying Richie's out on the bench?
Gone. I think he played because that's all you had really. Yeah. And then Ange looked and been like,
so you're taking Brennan Johnson over Richarlison?
No, son of a Richarlison.
Yeah.
So
and Brennan on the wing.
Yeah.
So what about Maynard Solomon?
Well, he played that game with that view.
Competition, B.
Yeah. Rotation.
Perisic.
Perisic's still there.
Yeah.
Techie hell, boy. Yeah. Techie as hell.
I would say that them going out of the League Cup in midweek is a bit of a downer, though. Like, I know people say it's only the League Cup.
That's the Champions League, bro.
Pardon?
That's Tottenham's Champions League. Am I wrong though?
Wow.
Now take your Arsenal. No, but am I wrong though?
Now take your Arsenal.
They need to win something, right? Am I wrong? They need to win something, no?
I think they should have gone.
I think they'll have a bit of grace.
Wait, the League Cups, the FA Cup, not even
they
the FA Cup.
They should have gone full throttle. They need to win something.
Like, I think they're at the point now where they need to win.
Not even the FA Cup.
No. Champions League is there.
Why are you making 9 changes? It's the third game of the season.
I think it was
making
a bit of
9 changes.
Yeah, definitely.
And underestimating.
I think for the FA Cup now, I think he's going to go.
I don't know if it's naivety. I think for him, the league is the absolute priority. And I don't know if he's got the depth.
But they're not winning the league. So
no, I'm not saying about them winning it. I'm saying about them getting back in the Champions League as soon as possible. So anything, you first even post Kane. No, we can say all of this, but you got to look at some of the maths in that club as well. That stadium is not cheap. Every year that's outside the Champions League is
to a point.
Well, every year that's outside the Champions League, it's a big dent in the plan, a massive dent in the plan. So if he's not going to prioritize the Carabao Cup in his first season without Harry Kane, I don't wrong you, big man.
Not that many changes, though. Not 9 changes.
9 is what?
Not
5
9 changes. They should have made
it's
that
5 games. It's over by February.
Yeah, we're all saying that till the man gets injured and he's out till Christmas. We've been talking about all the games and how it's impacted on injuries. Now we're saying he should have played more people in more games.
No, but based on their club history, they need to win.
But they're not in Europe.
They want to win.
Yeah, that's it.
They're
not in Europe. Exactly.
So they've got 3 competitions.
I think that's more reason to go for it.
They're not in Europe.
Again, I think it's easy for us to say, but nah, not risking any of my new signings. I'm on a bounce. If we make it through Carabao, bro. Do you know how much they make for winning the Carabao? You know what the prize money for the Carabao is?
It's like 100,000.
It's 100,000 pounds.
But he's not the commercial guy. He's the manager.
It's a trophy. Spurs.
If he won the League Cup, those Spurs fans would Like,
he could come
on
he
the
could come
statue or
on.
something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I don't.
He could come
Obviously,
17th in the league.
no, he can't.
He could, if he won the
Huh?
Carabao Cup, he
No
could come
way.
17th.
No, he
and
couldn't.
All the fans will be happy.
Yeah,
That's
I think
love
he
it.
could.
That's
So
love
he
it.
will be
Wait,
happy.
17th and win the Carabao Cup.
Yeah, but
You
you're
lot
talking
are
about
One nothing
bluffing.
since
you're talking about
2008.
you're talking about the
He's
fans.
gonna ask for his head, bruv. He's getting
Think
sacked.
about his employer.
I said 17th and the
Think
Carabao.
about his employer. Stop telling me
That
about
as well.
fans. Yeah? Think about his employer. I wouldn't be surprised if they had a conversation that says, yes, you will get. What is the level of investment to get us back in the Champions League? Well, I need this type of player, blah, 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 blah. Cool. We're going to pay 40 million for that guy from Nottingham Forest? Yes, he's a key part of... Do you understand what I'm saying? So if you start now doing things that, yeah, on paper and as fans, yeah, winning a trophy is great, bro. He wins that trophy and they don't finish the Champions League. Daniel Levy and the board are not going to care. They're not going to care. They're not going to care. This season, get us back in the Champions League. Hurry up.
But you say that though, but if he does win a trophy, it makes it harder for them to make a decision based on the fan. Because you're
Daniel Levy.
It's true.
You
No,
think
the fans can keep doing the
so
job.
you
The
think
fans
if he
can
won
keep doing the
wait,
job.
you think if he won the Carabao Cup in Feb and finished 10th, he can't lose his job?
Not maybe 10.
No.
But if he finished...
Nope.
No, he can't.
Nope.
He's
Nope.
out of here.
Nope.
No,
Yeah, like 17th was extreme.
17th is extreme.
But I'm saying like,
I don't think he's...
Yeah, that's
But
him.
I meant that still stay up there.
yeah.
But 10th, no, I don't think he loses his
Nah.
job.
No,
No,
way, he
not at all.
can't.
Not
He's
at
got
all. I think-
15th.
I think Europa.
Carabao, does that get you still get you Europe?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're in Europe next season. Yeah.
Does it?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
No.
What does it get? Europa?
Europa, not conference.
Nah, you
No.
only get conference in the league.
Bro.
There you go.
I don't
Can't
blame
see,
you.
I think you
I'm
would.
sorry, I don't
The
blame
fans
you.
would be going
Yeah,
crazy.
they won a trophy.
Like you can
Like,
imagine
they
it
just
now.
won a trophy.
You can imagine. You can imagine it now. Playing that game, Madison gets injured. You can imagine it now.
No, we're not Madison.
It would
like,
be...
Go on.
yeah,
Who
like,
then?
It'd be nuts.
We
but-
shouldn't have made 9 changes. So who should they have played?
No, but not
But the
9
thing
changes
is,
though, man.
I would have played Madison, yeah. He brought Madison on anyway. So what's the
Exactly.
point then? Why are you having him on
You
the
still
bench?
play
Put him
Madison
on.
and Spring
Yeah,
because
it was a
some other
rescue
players doing
mission.
that.
It was a rescue mission.
You might as well play him and won the game.
I don't know. I just think those risks aren't worth it. I don't think they're worth it.
I've not heard one Spurs fan be happy that they've gone
Brother,
out
stop
that
telling me about
competition.
fans. I'm talking about the
No,
person
but
that can give me
but-
peace
fans-
of mind.
But the
Even
fact
the
of the matter is the fans...
Take your business
Not-
out
not
of hand.
that
Wait, hold
Yeah.
on. I just want to. Can we just? I just want to go back to a point where I said the same thing that John was saying in regards to Newcastle, and do you know what his response was? Nah, but go watch the documentary.
About what?
They want
No.
They want the Carabao Cup. They want that.
Be
I always say,
no.
you do...
Be precise. Be precise. No. If you want to do that, be
No, but
precise.
I did.
Be precise. Be
Because
precise.
I said the exact same thing. I said Newcastle should go for the Carabao Cup.
Yeah.
They should go. Someone was saying Newcastle should go for the Carabao
Oh
Cup.
no, it's someone. It's not me. You just
I
did the
can't.
impression to be banner.
No. Wait, listen. One of you.
bro,
I'm gonna get to him. Someone said
It was now me,
Newcastle
somebody.
should go for the Carabao Cup.
Man
And I said
said-
no, they shouldn't. And then John piped up and went,
Yeah.
"No, bro, have you seen the documentary?
We have
They
info.
want that. They want that.
Yeah.
Bruno G wants
No,
that.
but we've-
and I'm like, but no, they shouldn't because they're focusing on the Champions League and the league. They should drop out the Carabao Cup as quick as possible."
Yeah.
And you was like, no, they
Was
need
this during
they
the
want a
episode,
trophy.
yeah?
Yeah.
Cool.
So I didn't say. I'm saying what I'm saying they should do. I was telling you what they said, what they actually said. They said it on camera.
Yeah,
So
I know.
what are you talking about?
But it's the same. But
It's not the same thing
how's it not the same thing?
because I'm saying logically, yeah, they should drop out. But I said to you, they want it because they said they want it. So how is it the same thing, man? What are you on about?
But the wickedest thing is, I went and watched it and they never said they won it.
Nah, they slightly did.
Exactly,
Nah,
not even
nah,
said-
not- yeah.
Now, man,
Nah,
just
come
making
on,
stuff
they
up.
did, man. Episode 2.
They said
Like,
it,
yeah.
bro.
They said what?
Which one did you watch?
Episode 1.
Exactly. Get out of here, man. You're dead narratives for banner. Get out of here. Anyway.
No, just keep rolling with the impersonations though. That's
Oh.
Mate.
Come on, next game.
But yeah, anyway. Spurs, stop it. Well, we've got them soon, so we'll soon put some brakes on that.
I can't wait for that. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah,
Spurs,
yeah.
the North London derby.
Can we touch on
It's gonna
that
be-
Brighton game?
Yeah, we can do. Skip it ahead a bit, but we can do.
Is it?
We can do. Yeah, we got Brentford, Bournemouth flex. But yeah, let's talk about Brighton. Brighton, Newcastle. Someone said something interesting to me about Newcastle. They said they're either wonderful or they're rubbish. There's no middle.
There's literally no middle ground, bro.
Wow.
Jeez.
I feel that's a little bit.
But more time they're brilliant though. So I don't
No,
know
more
what's
time they're
going
I
on.
think they're a home team.
Oh,
Whenever I see them away, they're never the same.
Not against Liverpool.
I think they're a home team.
You're waiting for one more. I'll give it to you, innit? You've been waiting for one more episode. It's been an hour. I'll give it to you, bro.
Is there something to say when, I mean, one of Ferguson's goals, bruv, I don't care who you are, it was just a fantastic finish. He's picked it up from outside the box.
Quality.
Slapped it.
Quality.
I don't know, man.
He's absolute quality.
He doesn't seem to have clicked too much for Newcastle so far, but again, it's only 4 games in.
Do you think the lack of high quality across the team is coming to bite Newcastle?
Team? Oh, sorry.
To bite Newcastle.
High quality.
When you say that, what do you mean?
Yeah,
because they've made good signing in midfield.
So you've got Tonali,
yep,
and let's say Isaac up top,
yep,
who are quality players.
Yeah,
then you got
Guimaraes.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying.
Yeah,
but then you got someone like Dan Burn at left back, who isn't gonna.
You can't knock it now though. He's been playing well.
No, but what I'm saying is though, like,
sorry. What is this Dan Burn agenda, bro?
He's not good enough.
He's been waiting for the Champions League, yeah? He said it about 5 times. I said, Dan Burn in Champions League is going to be banter.
No, but it does look weird. He does look weird at left back, but it works.
I
It's mad. I don't get it either. He looks weird, but it works.
He should be playing centre back.
He does work there.
Well, he plays centre back on the weekend. Target played left back.
I think Pep plays centre backs at left back and right back.
Yeah, and like,
didn't he play left back? Where did they buy him from? Brighton.
He don't look like
Brighton.
No, but he played left back and Brighton.
Yeah, he did just play both.
He played left back and Brighton.
And they got rid of him.
It was big money, man.
Yeah,
they got rid of him.
He's from Newcastle, though.
They said, you want him? Take him.
So I guess...
And I think even like Almiron, even though he had like that, it was a purple patch last season, I still think he's
a level
he's not the quality that you need.
Easy, Jack Grealish.
To keep you in the Champions League and take you beyond.
But they've got so they've bought, I don't know, I think in defense they would argue, well, yeah, you're right, Botman's probably the one defender that everyone said was destined for like elite status, and they nabbed him. Shaw, he's been okay. Kieran Trippier is an international, he's proven top level. So I guess maybe you're right. Maybe the level, the quality of investment they've made in other areas, they could have done it.
Yeah.
It's interesting that you guys go to the quality of the players.
They're the ones. You're going to say something about the manager?
I'm looking at the manager. Yeah, that's who I'm looking at. Like, well, is he getting found out? Because I think the quality's there.
The only reason I would say maybe or maybe not is the patch he had in the middle of last season as well, where it looked like they were going to fall at Champions League. They picked it back up. Those same players, same manager, he found a way to make it work. Certain games he played Isak and Wilson together, etc.
But I'm thinking, has he taken them as far as he can take them? As in,
what are you gonna do? Me and David Moyes?
Well, I'm just saying, they're getting Champions League. He's never dealt with that before.
But you can't even blame the Champions League yet because
it started. Yeah.
So what? They've got 3 points.
Yeah,
from 4 games.
Maybe they're missing Willock.
That's crazy.
No.
But again, he's good, but is he the quality?
He was vital to get goals.
They bought Livramento. He didn't play.
Again,
they got the other left back that's coming from Chelsea. Livramento is a good youngster.
Yeah, these names are exciting me, man.
Financial fair play is a thing for them as well. So they've had to shop at a certain level because they couldn't go crazy. They couldn't go out.
Sold anyone.
Yeah, exactly. So, and I'm as we've said a few times, they're ahead of plan, right? So is his job? Is he at risk if he doesn't make Champions League this season? He should be, but I don't think he is.
If they follow the Man City kind of formula,
then
he should be.
Yeah, I guess so.
Can you see them making Champions League?
No.
On the current evidence?
Yeah.
Nah.
Losing 3 out of 4.
I can't see them making it at all. So there's 4 teams in my head that
and is it meant to be 5 seasons? 5 teams this year. It's 5 teams this year.
5?
Yeah, it's 5 teams this year. It's been confirmed.
Why?
But they're expanding the Champions League, aren't they?
This is too much, man.
It's
too much, man.
I'm not
really
gonna lie,
good
I'm
format,
selfish.
It's too much, man. It's too much, man.
Watch Liverpool finish 5th now.
Let's go back to the days. Not even. I'm still. All bias aside, let's just go back to the days when it was top 1 or top 2.
Oh,
no.
Real champions.
The reason why I say
that is a cover in itself.
Real
champions. It won't be
League.
exciting. It won't be exciting.
Yeah, it wouldn't.
The Prem's got bare
All I will
teams
say
in
to
it
you,
that should be in there.
all I will say to you, selfish as a fan, You remember those days? I used to hate the gap. So when they went to the knockouts, I just felt like it was long. Used to finish in like November and then come back in February or something crazy because Europe had their winter. Yeah, I'm one of those selfish fans, man. If I could get more Champions League games, bring it. But then,
remember when they had 2 group stages?
Yeah, remember that? That lasted 1 year. That lasted 1 year.
Was mad.
They got rid of that quickly.
Well, look, I think again, we're 4 games in. You can say, 3 points from 4 games from a team that finished third last season is not good enough. But there's still enough time for him to pick it up, turn it around. He's got new players. I think they might need to embed Livramento a bit more. Harvey Barnes as well. I think there's still some upside to come to this. Tonali's had some good performances, but he's still getting used to the league. You can see a level up from him. Willock's still due to come back. But it's not.
We might be being a bit harsh though, because the last 3 teams have played Brighton, Liverpool, and Man City. Most teams will struggle.
Yeah.
But they're the teams that you're competing with now.
It's true, but it's still Newcastle though.
I don't think you could. Based on last season, you can't say it's still Newcastle.
No, but if it was against, let's say they lost against Aston Villa or lost against I don't know, a Wolves, for example, then I'd say they're probably falling off. But those 3 teams that I just mentioned.
Did you say Brighton, Man City and who?
Brighton, Man City and Liverpool.
But they finished above 2 of those teams last season.
Doesn't matter.
Of course it does.
But I was thinking more about those other teams. I think
should
Brighton
not have lost to us. Let's be real.
Yeah, they should have.
They should not have lost.
They should have. No, that was a capitulation. That one was.
Yeah, and they
sorry.
In none of those 3 games, they look good.
That was 2 fantastic finishes. Because it wasn't even like the game turned around.
He shouldn't even got to that point. They should have deaded that game.
That was lightning striking twice.
But Liverpool are still Liverpool, bro.
Yeah, look. So
even though they should
say
have
that
lost
again.
Come on, I'm not going to say that. No, but it's true though.
No, you're right. No, and I think Brighton. You're right. Brighton. That is a team where was that away or at home?
That was they were away.
Okay, fine. So Brighton, yes, those are the teams you're competing with to stay afloat and cement your top 6 status, right? And make sure last season is not a fluke. City and Liverpool. If you take away Liverpool's last season, again, that's not a team that you're in and around for, bro. But beating or losing to Liverpool is not going to make a break a season. They're in the league above you. Yeah. Forget that. Thanks. So but the Brightons and Co, they should be dealing with, and that's as well as picking up the points along the way. And I slightly disagree about teams around you. We've seen over the years many teams slip out of the top 4 or stuff by losing or drawing stupid games. Well, being a snobby fan. Yeah. Games against teams below them that they shouldn't be losing. It never really was won and lost when they were playing the other top 4, the other top 5 teams. It was always, you could always trace it back to actually, those games are a gamble, right? So if it's away, you take a draw at any of the other big teams. If it's at home, yes, you'd want to win it, but you'd probably take a point. But when you were doing nonsense against the team that was 17th for drawing with them in the middle of December, that's what you kind of go back to. So I think that's where the real test is. You've got to pick up the points when, Luton, sorry guys, but, the Lutons, the Burnleys, look, it's not against me. You're going to collect those your first points, right? To steamroll them, and then hopefully that picks up some momentum for them. But Brighton, I said it last week, I was like, they don't seem like a team when they have a bad result, it lingers on. Under De Zerbi, they've always seemed to bounce back, and they did. Hat trick from Ferguson. They'll sell him for 140 million next summer, no doubt. I've not watched him intently. Is he that good?
He's a good player.
Yeah.
Very good. He's very good.
He's a good player, or is he?
No, he's very good.
He's very good.
For his age as well.
Yeah.
To be so comfortable in the league, to display, to put on the performance that he's been putting on, his physicality, his presence, he's making the right moves, positioning, his awareness. No, he's very good.
So is it one of those ones where it's almost good that they're not talking about him like the next Rooney or something? Just let him build nicely.
He could be the next Harry Kane.
I think he's a superstar. I think he reminds me of Kane 100%.
Really?
Every time I've seen him, he's impressed me. I think he's going to be an absolute superstar.
So I'm
getting early with it.
England have already started circling. He said, Harry, he said, I'm representing Ireland.
I think Arsenal.
Good on him, man. Good on him.
Yeah,
Good.
He played 3 times.
So Southgate can come and mash up your career.
So he needs 1 more cap for Ireland, and he cemented.
Good on him,
He can't
man.
play more than 3.
Yeah. You go through
No,
this.
it's just once you play competitive.
No,
Nice change.
Yeah, they changed it. They changed it.
When did
it's
You need to open your wiki, bro.
they change that?
So he's played 3 times for Ireland, so he could switch.
No, but that's a dope conversation in itself
It is,
because
yeah.
it stops countries like England capping the player and then leaving him under
them.
and then under power.
We had that
In
conversation
Ketia,
a few pods ago, remember?
in the squad this week.
Barcelona kid's been called up by
Lamine.
Spain, innit?
Yeah.
Where he could play for Morocco.
Yeah,
So he's
yeah.
like 16 getting called up for the Spanish team.
Of course, he's there. With Gavi today, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, let's be honest. You're playing Barcelona's first team. I mean, I don't think there's much of a threat of Morocco stealing you.
100%. There's no way.
You never know, man. Like,
That's how it is today. So yeah, Brighton march on. Any more in Brighton?
No.
no, he look good, man.
Yeah,
But I think they've got to stop the bozo games, innit?
Yeah.
Because their bozo games are proper bozo games, like the result against West Ham.
So the next the next Prem vacancy for a team that's trying to get in the top 4, are they picking up the phone and trying to get De Zerbi?
No.
You don't think it's done enough yet?
I think we're better
Do you think
players.
at the end of the season that changes? Or do you think he needs to have a
I think
third
it
season?
depends on how well he does in Europe with them.
Fair,
Yeah.
yeah.
I think that'll be the barometer.
Yeah. But I think you're being super logical, but we know football loves a fashion, innit? So right now, he's the fashionable, he's in style, he plays great football, etc., etc.
Because Poch got
But
picked up
Brighton
without
have a
European.
model. But Brighton, let's not get carried away here. Brighton have a model that has worked with Graham Potter.
Yeah.
You saw what Graham Potter done outside of Brighton.
Yep.
De Zerbi's come in and he's elevated it slightly, but it's still the Brighton model.
Yeah.
He's still picking in the players from their scouting
But they're
system.
playing
They're
much
still
more,
playing.
much
No,
better football.
and I agree. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, he's gone up a level. Yeah.
He's definitely coming in up there up to level, but let's not take away from the foundation that is Brighton.
No, yeah. So
Itself.
again, you're thinking logically. I'm more thinking about from the outside in. I find a manager. I've got a lot of money on the line. This guy's been doing all right. You know, who's the next hot ticket? You know, Potter was the guy we knew. The next job. He was linked with every team: Spurs, Chelsea,
Like Newcastle. Like a Newcastle.
Yeah, exactly.
I think he's
Exactly.
overtaken the Brentford manager. Like,
Yeah,
I
I
think
I think he's a
so,
good.
yeah.
I think he's a good manager.
Yeah, but I'm saying,
Yeah, I
like,
agree.
I think De Zerbi's kind
But
of.
De Zerbi's taking it.
Again,
Yeah.
because of the aesthetics as well. But to your point, a lot of that is the tools he's been given. He's using them well, but it's the tools he's been given, right? But yeah, I just think it's interesting now. Again, like I said, it was Potter one time. It was Poch one time. Every job was Poch. Then it was Potter. Is De Zerbi the next kind of in fashion, en vogue manager? So the next, if what's his name doesn't make it to Christmas.
How long has he been there? It's not even been a year.
2 seasons, I think.
2 seasons.
This is his second season or this is his third season?
Second season.
Who?
So when did Potter go to Chelsea?
He came in last
Yeah, it's not
season.
even been a year, is it? It's not even been a year.
At what point?
It was
What
around
point did
this time
Potter
last
go?
season, yeah.
Yeah,
It's been a
August.
year.
Yeah, August.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not even
Wow,
been a year.
that's even the change then.
To your point, yeah, I think obviously the barometer is going to be European football, yeah. But I think if he doesn't have a complete capitulation, or Brighton doesn't like just completely fall off the face of the earth, he'll get a decent move.
Yeah.
I think he's done enough to.
I think
warrant
that's
that.
right. If you look at it logically, bruv, do it, repeat it, ride the challenges, do Europe. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
do
If
3
they finish
years.
high enough, he'll be good.
But the jeopardy is so high in the league now. If you can snag someone like him and he can make a difference with you, they'll take the risk, bro. There's
Yeah.
so much money involved, so much investment. And that's why I was surprised that they went for Ange when they did, because again, there's so much involved. Surprised they didn't go, but I think they've been burnt by 2 like superstar managers and what the money that came with it and etc. So they
And
kind of gone that
remember,
way.
Ange wasn't first choice. Ange was down the list
That's true.
for Tottenham. He was about
Yeah, they took a while
fourth
to-
choice.
Yeah,
About fourth
fair,
choice.
fair. That's fair. Fair point.
They went the one from Bayern Munich.
Yes,
Yeah, he was number 1.
Yeah, it's
He
true.
turned-
Oh,
he
yeah,
turned
Nagelsmann,
down
yeah.
Nagelsmann, yeah, he
Yes,
turned it down.
yes. I forgot about that whole saga
Yeah,
actually.
yeah.
Yeah, I think I heard they tried to get Poch back. That was another combo apparently.
They're considering Tuchel at one point as well.
Yeah, that's true.
Rogers as well was on the list.
Hey, Brendan, yeah. He's got the best agent in the manager game. All right. Roy, 3 points on the board. Oh, I've got something for you. Your favourite player. So Palace 3, Wolves 2. Mr. O'Neill's not seeming like he's sprinkling the same magic down at Wolves. I don't think he's in the running for manager of the season. This season does.
I don't know. Wolves.
But it was a close game, 3-2. Did anyone manage to catch the highlights of this?
No, I was watching the Liverpool game.
Yeah, I thought not because
Yeah,
if I was you and you saw the highlights, I would have been messaging me because there was 2 assists from Mateta that game.
Of course, bro. Come on.
Still not better than Jackson. But,
He is better than Jackson, but we're not going to talk about it.
but yeah, Edouard with 2 goals. He seems to have found a bit of form this season. He's finally showing whatever they thought he was
second top
do.
goal scorer in the league, I think he is.
Second top goal scorer in the league.
Yeah, I think so.
Awani had 3
in the league right now.
Yeah. Awani was a top scorer with 3 goals in 3 games.
I think how many he got now? He's got 4 now. Edouard, didn't he score 2 on the first day?
Yeah, he's got 2 now. Eze scored again. Decent goal.
Yeah, good.
He seems to be a regular. This is the thing, yeah. This Southgate, but when it suits, it works well. Him sticking with players because Eze is in now. That's it. Unless he falls off, he's going to be in every squad, which I think is fantastic for him. Roy's got some points on the board. Palace this game was pretty open, man. 16 shots for Palace, 12 shots for Wolves, but Wolves only 4 on target.
Yeah, Palace on 7 points. It's not bad.
Yeah, listen, they're quietly going about their business.
Yeah.
And I did say, the true test of that decision now is, can they keep that trajectory going? And it seems like they are. Getting the best out of existing players, players that Pat brought in. It's Roy, man. It's looking good. Your mate Jordan Ayew, I think he got Palace Player of the Month.
A couple of assists.
Been really good.
Yeah,
really good.
Yeah. I mean, I can still see his shot that went for the throw-in. But even he's a great example, right?
Yeah.
He's been around a long time. Roy's getting him to do what he needs him to do. And they march on. Should they be targeting Europa Conference this season?
Yeah, I don't see why not.
I think just top 10. Just
top 10.
What's Europa Conference? 8th?
Wait, so hold on. If top 5 is Champions League, what's Europa in Conference?
I think it's 1 for Europa
and 1 for Conference.
Yeah.
It's just 1 now.
Yeah. Well, the other 2 go to the Cups.
Yeah.
Oh,
to get to
yeah. So it's still 3.
Okay. That makes sense. Yeah, I don't see why that might be a bit of a stretch.
You sure we don't lose one?
Mate.
I think we might.
Oh, we lose one.
You sure it's changed because it's not showing it. Let me go and check.
I think we might lose a
Europa
or a conference.
It's early days
from the league.
Oh, okay.
But yeah.
It's early days for Wolves, but give O'Neill time to figure out what he's going to do with those players.
Yeah, 100%.
Not many signings. He's lost Nunes as well.
Yeah, like I didn't watch it, but from like the reviews and stuff, they played pretty well against Palace.
Yeah.
They played well against United.
Yeah.
Who beat them convincingly? Was it Brighton?
Yeah.
So
I mean,
I think that's the only one they've lost convincingly, and they picked up 3 points already. So yeah, I think he's given him time in it. Like he went in like the week exactly. The league was starting, wasn't it? So he's been there less like a month, if that.
Yeah.
So I mean, you can give him time. He didn't start great at Bournemouth.
No, true. So, and the perennial thing everyone always says about Wolves are they don't score. I mean, they've scored 2 here and still lost.
Yeah.
So that was a thing for him to fix. But I think it's gonna be another tricky season and not brought in any real quality. Quality's left.
Yeah, it's not this season. It's next season.
Oh, it's next season.
5 going next season.
Okay. January is already hard enough as it is, and he hasn't got a big budget.
Season.
So it's gonna be a struggle
next season.
That Cunha's a decent player though.
Yeah, he's very good. Very good. Very, very good. What are you lot debating about now?
Whether it's 4 or 5.
24, 25.
Yeah, that's for 5 qualify from this season to go into Champions League next season.
I see his point.
But I hope you're reading that correctly, bro, because that's another L for you today.
Next season is
For the very first time, 5 Premier League teams could qualify for the Champions League for the league position. Traditionally, it's only been 4. This will be final season of existing format. Carry on, man. This podcasting.
No, we're waiting.
You meant to keep talking.
We're listening to you read it.
You meant to keep talking.
Wait to see. Go on. Carry on.
We're meant to keep talking while he's talking. Like he's on mute. Like he's on mute.
Yeah. Exactly. Like this in a team chat. Anyway. All right. So 2 games. Let's wrap the final 2.
You ain't done Brentford, Bournemouth.
Oh yeah.
Just touch on it. Like.
Yeah, let's touch on it. Yeah. Because you know the last 2 games I've got.
I'm not gonna lie. I thought the game finished 2-1 to Bournemouth. I didn't realise Mbeumo scored.
Bruv, did you see? And the goal was the goal was tiny.
Yeah,
that turn was a liberty.
Yeah, I was like, he didn't score on the weekend.
Yeah, that was a good.
I thought the game finished 2-1 to Bournemouth.
Mbeumo.
But Mbeumo scored, and you said the game. Yeah.
That was a good game, and I think it was a correct score. But it's almost A little bit of a disappointment for Brentford, considering how they've been playing. But it was definitely a good game. It was almost finally the Bournemouth has clicked for that manager. You know, he's got his first point on the board. They played pretty well. Solanke finished the chance.
You finally scored?
Yeah, bruv. A great hope. How they got 15 million or whatever was out of Bournemouth for him. That guy was doing wheeler dealing.
Apparently he's coming back.
Bruv, yeah, you don't need him back. David Brooks, again, someone that's not scored in a long time. I think he's had lots of health issues as well.
He had cancer.
Yeah.
He scored midweek as well.
Yeah, I was happy for him to score, man.
Yeah. Around the time when it happened, you know, everyone talk about how good a player he was. He's just coming into his stride, etc. So that's really good to see. But again, Brentford, man, not letting it slip, kept on going to the end. Buemo's, I mean, Isaac said it, you know, him and Wissa were scoring goals anyway, but they were a little bit overshadowed by Tony. But I do feel like Buemo stepped up big time.
He has,
you know, like I said, his turn and that finish, that's a man playing with real confidence.
Didn't they sign someone?
Mopé.
Yeah.
He went back.
I don't know why.
You know what?
So apparently before he went to Brighton, he was at Brentford and done really well. Like he's
in the championship.
Yeah, like a fan favourite.
Yeah.
So
it's times like that when I just say, you know what? I'm a fan, innit? I've not done one day of, you know, UEFA coaching by Jay. I've not kicked one ball. These lot must see something in that gentleman that I just can't comprehend as an everyday fan.
3 Prem teams.
No sense to me. Doesn't make any sense to me. But yeah, I think Brentford have started well. They're not missing. It doesn't seem like they're missing Tony, if I'm honest. Have you finished your investigation?
Real mug, you know that. All right, well, let's get down to it, right? It's not nailed on that we will get the extra place, number one.
Okay.
Right? So we won't find out till March. We don't find out till March.
We're well in the lead.
Apparently, we're well in the lead.
You would need all 4 teams to go out the group stage of the Champions League.
Oh, the coefficient, is that what?
Yeah. We're well ahead of everyone.
League.
So you read it wrong initially.
Just say yes and we can move on, bro. The ego's eating him up inside. The ego's killing
You know what
Yes, I read it wrong.
he put his camera on show and zoomed in.
It's cool.
I apologize. I can be a bigger man I apologize. Nothing wrong with that.
Man zoomed in on the phone.
Bro.
All right.
I saw 2024, 25.
man.
Hey, this clip better be good, you know. The clip better be good, you know.
That is hilarious.
You better make sure you get all of that.
All right. So,
that's hilarious.
Liverpool 3, Aston Villa 0. I was not expecting this.
What? Why not?
I wasn't expecting it.
I was
expecting you guys to win.
Give them the room.
No, I was expecting you lot to win. But that's a battering.
That is a battering, man. I wasn't expecting Aston Villa, man.
The way they've been playing.
You know who we are.
Better got bad the other day.
I know who you expected. I know who you've been. I know who you've been.
That's what we didn't expect it.
Yeah. But who you are right now.
Did you not see what we did to Newcastle?
To back up John's point, the performance that we had on Saturday, even Klopp said, we haven't played like that in a very long time.
Oh.
Like there was a period toward the back end of last season where we were winning, but it weren't like convincing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like Saturday, I was like, we're back.
Even your Newcastle win, bruv, they were cooking you.
No, but I see Aston Villa get slapped the other day as well. They're not that great.
No,
Newcastle beat them? Was it 5-1 or something?
No,
that was the first game of the season.
But
that's their last away game. Their 2 away games so far have been terrible.
Dominic Szoboszlai, camera, chips, all in.
Raw.
All right.
Like that, yeah.
Hollywood Keith, man. Camera.
All in.
You need to lay off the soccer Saturday, man.
All in.
That guy has hit the ground running. Yeah, he's hit the ground running. It's refreshing when a player actually looks like the YouTube clips.
Yeah, exactly.
Because sometimes when the player signs, everyone puts together all their good stuff. Yeah. Even though Endo's was only a minute long, but yeah, he's been a player, man. That's been a good buy.
I didn't know much about him, but I've watched the majority of our games this season, and like the box-to-box energy that he's given,
it's what we missed. It's what we missed. When Wijnaldum left, that was what we missed.
But I think the other thing as well, Isaac, is he's got that energy, but then he has the quality. In the final third.
But that's why I said that's what we missed, because Wijnaldum, a lot of people would say
he's like
in terms of quality.
He's like Genie on crack.
Genie had quality.
What, you saying he's better than Genie?
I think
I think he's got more to his game.
If you get a chance to watch one of our games,
So I think I would say he's a better player than Gini. Whether he's able to have the same effect as consistently as Gini did, that's a different. That's a bar he's got to reach. Yeah,
exactly.
What he helped Liverpool do with his consistency is a.
Can you speak on the signing? Where's he going to fit in? What's his role going to be?
Who?
Gravenberch.
Yeah,
Gravenberch. Yeah.
So there's been talk that Klopp might turn him into a 6.
Oh, okay.
Like,
because he can play that.
Yeah, he can. Like, he hasn't played much.
What's his natural position? What's he famous for?
Centre mid.
Okay. Yeah, so he's an 8 essentially.
Okay, same as Sobos.
Box to box.
Yeah. And that's the reason why he left Bayern Munich, because Tuchel doesn't play with an 8 essentially.
Yeah, he doesn't.
And right, he didn't have a good last season. Like everyone knows that. Was really good at Ajax. So I think it's a bit of wait and see kind of thing. Like, but
wait, sorry, he left Bayern Munich because Tuchel doesn't play with an 8. He's going to go play at Liverpool as a 6.
Well, no, he's an option to swap with.
So like, there's no fit for him. So Tuchel wouldn't play him as a 6.
But there's an opportunity here to play as a 6 or an 8.
Okay. Yeah.
And I guess it's a good problem, right? So Slobozlai gets they don't want to be back in the same place. Slobozlai gets injured, Gravenberch can play, I guess. Makes sense. But yeah. When you say it like that.
He could rotate it as well. He can play both of them and
this is
not play.
At this point, he just wants to play, I guess.
Yeah.
I guess,
yeah, so like we are back to like the press shutting down Villa. Like Torres didn't have a great game because we didn't give him time on the ball. Yeah, it was a dominating win, and yeah. I'm happy.
One thing you've not covered, I mean, I didn't see the game, but I heard a lot about it, was Trent. You know, Trent's performance was meant to have been.
Yeah, they kind of. He was still inverting, which I noticed.
Yeah,
but not necessarily in midfield. He was just switching with Matip.
Yeah,
and quarterbacking.
Okay.
So he wasn't necessarily getting into the midfield and we becoming a free. He was picking it up from deep.
Yeah.
So like
so he was just moving laterally and then just
So like how a perfect example would be like Kroos or Modric when they pick up the ball in between the centre backs, turn around, pivot, and then start playing. They might not like
deep
like Trent
playmaker, like a Pirlo.
Yeah. So Trent was just launching him right over Dean's head into Salah.
Okay,
Whereas like Modric or Kroos would start.
So do you think Klopp has told him not to go forward too much?
I mean, he doesn't need to now.
Yeah. Well, no, he still did at times. Like there were times when he was like,
I saw when he did a run.
Backing up with Salah. But as Isaac said, there'd be times where, because we had a lot of the ball, like it was pretty easy. Like they didn't press us at all. But you can see Matip.
Sounds about right. Sounds about right.
Matip would Matip would go to the right back position. He would drift in. Ball would come to him, and then he was spraying it at will.
So convincing Liverpool performance. You've been very vocal about Villa and maybe my expectations being too high. What you're not rating them? You think it's been smoke and mirrors because they've had a good start to the season.
They get beat like 5-1 in the first game.
In the first game.
Yeah, they've played 4, 1-2, lost 2.
Yeah,
it's not.
Who did they beat?
They beat the teams they're supposed to beat, and we've already talked about teams that are not beating the teams they're supposed to beat. So when a team does, we can't be like, oh well, they've beat Everton, they beat Burnley convincingly. They lost to Newcastle, now they've lost to Liverpool. There's no shame in losing to Liverpool. They beat Hibs in a Conference League playoff convincingly over 2 legs.
Yeah.
I don't think that's a bad start. And I was expecting Liverpool to win, but I wasn't expecting a 3-0 dropping.
Yeah, that's what that's more the way they lost.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. So
if you look at someone like a Forest that's gone to big teams and put up a good fight, they've not even been in the game. Just 2 games that they've not even been in the game.
They did have a man sent off though, didn't they?
Yeah, exactly.
Newcastle.
Yeah. Played with 10 men.
How long is Van Dijk out for?
So he got a initial 1-game ban.
We're still waiting.
He got a misconduct charge because of the way he acted. But they haven't said how long.
Oh yeah, because he's given time to appeal and all that.
Yeah, I think
Friday gone was his deadline.
I think he'll get one additional
I think he'll get another game.
Because I'm surprised Aston Villa didn't try harder to beat you lot. Because I'm looking at this defense.
I'm sure they tried, but
I'm looking at this defense.
But Gomez had a good game. Like you said, I know, like of late, Gomez and Matip haven't been very convincing, but Joe Gomez had a good game.
If you lot started that defense against Arsenal, I'd be rubbing my hands together. If I'm honest, I'm being brilliant.
So we could address
And we'd be walking away with a 2-0 win.
You guys,
100%.
you're not serious, bro.
Let's not go down this road. Let's not go down this road.
Can we talk about Mo? What's the latest? Can
Can
we just address the elephant in the room? What's going on?
Well, they're coming.
Did you bring the elephant with you? Like,
I heard new bids are being readied and all
Yeah,
sorts.
they're coming back with 200.
Are they really?
Yeah.
He's not
All right,
going to
yeah,
sell
yeah,
him.
yeah.
He's not going to
So
sell
look,
him.
We're not going to sell him.
Yeah,
We're not
guy.
gonna sell him.
We're not going to sell him.
So you shouldn't. But
I think you should.
250, and I'm sorry. I'd be mad if we did.
250.
What about 2?
Should be taking that now.
100
I think
million.
most people said 2 they would
I
take it.
think
Okay, let's step back and look at it. Right?
you
Let him
shouldn't
go.
because you can't replace him
Exactly.
now.
And do we have enough in the team to cope until
I
January?
think you do.
All right. So
Okay, wait.
Let's
hold
play
on.
devil's advocate.
Wait, hold on. So you said Salah
I think
goes.
you do, but
What's your starting front three?
I wouldn't do it.
What's
I
your-
wouldn't do it.
what's your starting
Personally, I
front
wouldn't
three?
do it.
What's your starting front three?
I wouldn't do it because Salah is too much to lose right now.
Exactly. But what's your?
I believe he takes that, send that the wrong
Bruv,
message.
sell him,
Send that
bruv.
the wrong
Nah,
message.
Gakpo down the
Send that
middle.
wrong message.
And on the wings, Nunez and Diaz.
So to Isaac, to your point, I think if you sell it, it's like anything else. You take the trade off, yeah. So if you want to back that 200 million now, so you can go and buy the next level of quality or
Which is
whatever
who?
it is.
Saka.
No, again, I don't know who it
not
is.
leaving
Whether
us,
it's
I'm not taking Saka,
Well,
bro.
But I'm just saying, like,
Talking about Saka.
there's no point selling Salah if you can't get Saka.
You're not
Who's
getting
not
Saka.
getting Saka?
But that's
no, but that's his point.
No,
if
but
you can't
I
go
can't
and
like
Salah,
price,
'cause you're not
if you
getting
can't
Saka.
go and like rip someone out of a team,
Then which
why are
can't
you
we?
selling your star? But I
That
guess
makes sense.
if you took 200 million now, for argument's sake, to bank that money, say, for argument's sake,
Mhm.
you would then you'd have to accept that we can maintain a certain level in the league with Nunez, Gakpo, Diaz, etc. It's Europa League. You should still get by.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't be, we'll sell Salah and we can still carry on. You would just take that hit and then January you go and shake someone's club. Like you go and be
exactly.
like, bang. I'm not gonna say his name, but the K guy at Napoli.
Yeah.
You go to Napoli and be like, yo.
Saka's the
No,
only person
sorry.
I would.
You're not
Because
getting.
Well, you don't work at
I'm
Liverpool.
not
so-
saying.
I'm not saying.
Well, you're trying to say. You're trying to say you're never selling Salah
Calm
because you're not
down.
taking
No,
Saka.
no.
But
I'm
there's
saying
no
Salah
point
now.
bringing
I'm saying-
Kavicha in if you've got Luis Diaz.
Okay, fair. It was just an example, I guess.
I know.
If
It's
you
just
get
an
200
example.
million
But
in, you have to call Arsenal. You have to call Napoli. You might even call Napoli and say you want Osman, right? But I don't see them doing it. But I don't think it's too outlandish for FSG to be like, you know what? This guy costs
have a
us,
combo.
1.2 million a month or whatever it is. Salary, all of that stuff.
He's 31, bro.
He's 200 million. He's 31. In the summer, he's got 1 year left.
Yeah, next summer it's a different conversation.
So for
give us 250. You have him.
no, but I don't think the 50 million makes a difference.
It does.
I don't think so.
It doesn't make a
Well,
difference
I
until
don't-
January.
I don't
Yeah.
think
I don't think it makes
It doesn't make a difference
I
until
don't think-
January. What does the
It
difference
does.
make?
More
Only-
money
only-
for us to play with.
only on the books.
Yeah.
Exactly, but that's kind of
Yeah,
where
but
it
the
matters.
risk of letting him go are still the same, whether it's 200 million or 400 million. Because of the timing, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I don't think.
No, I
If we get
understand that.
250,
yeah.
we can bid more for Saka.
So would you if they no, but I think you're right. I think you got that kind of money, but you have to
Maddest thing is
test
Arsenal will probably take it. Arsenal will probably take it.
Yeah, Kroenke's snapping our hand off.
You know what?
Probably take that.
I think it's one of the situations where Arteta's principle enough. If we sold him, he'd resign.
You think so?
But it's principle enough. If you sell the major building block of my thing, bruv, I'm off. The next time Barca someone, I'm going. But would you generally be upset if it transpires in the next couple of weeks? They're saying that every day the newspapers say officials are flying it. These times these guys probably don't even work for the club. But they're gonna try 200 million. As a fan, is it a real outrage if Salah gets sold before the Sunday window? Is it genuinely a massive outrage for 200 million?
For me, yes.
It's an understandable outrage.
Because we can't
Okay,
replace him. Yeah.
I agree.
And Salah probably wants to go. There's a reason why they keep coming back.
Of course he wants
He
to
wants
go.
to go,
That's
yeah.
what he said.
He
Because
goes,
he
but
openly said.
His agent,
He said,
Brother.
I'm happy to go. I'm happy to stay.
Mm.
no, but his agent said
They're
they're not
gonna-
leaving.
You
Bro,
deal with it.
They're going to pay him 1.2 million a week apparently.
Yeah, bro.
And
Of course
he's
to go, bro.
treated like a king.
But what if come towards the end of the Saudi transfer window, he
So
starts
Thursday.
throwing his toys at the pram?
He won't
What,
do
His
that.
Thursday?
Thursday. His Thursday.
He wouldn't do it.
Coming.
He won't do that.
You think he would
He'd
do that?
already done it by now.
Remember,
Yeah.
what did you say they're offering him?
1.2.
million a week.
But he's known about the 1.2 for
Yeah.
like 10 days.
No, for longer than that, I
Longer
reckon.
than that.
I reckon
it's
it's-
only
I reckon
about
they've been
weeks.
sniffing around, yeah.
Probably only for about weeks.
I think the thing is for them, obviously, I mean, getting Salah in that league, he would, I don't care, name out. Salah in that league would be the poster boy.
Yeah, fact.
100%.
Yeah.
Right? Top Muslim player in the world right now. I think that would be the ultimate key for them. I don't care if he's 31, 32.
It's true.
He's
True.
still putting up numbers. He's still a major player for his national team. So So yeah, but I don't see it
He's
happening.
definitely going to end up there. It's just a matter of time.
Yeah, it's just a matter of
it's
when.
just-
And I think for
Next
Liverpool,
summer.
that balance. Do you take 200 million now, or in the summer it's 100, 120 million because they got a year
I'll take
left?
120 next summer, knowing
Mm,
that we've got the whole summer to
To
potentially.
sort that out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Interesting. All right.
But you know what the issue is? Part of the issue is.
Yeah.
So it's just I know you're about to move on.
Yeah,
you know
no
what
worries.
part of the issue is as to why they're going so hard now? Because apparently they won't. It won't be Etihad coming back in from next
I'll
summer.
be a different team.
It'll be a different
okay.
team.
Makes sense.
Yes.
So that's why they're going so hard. Part of the reason why they're going so hard.
Well,
What
let's
do they
see.
do? They take it in turns to.
Yeah.
Well,
they
because
keep-
you know
they keep
when
them-
initially the first few players they were getting handpicked and put into clubs.
Yeah, because
It weren't
the same
clubs
company owns
coming.
4 of the teams.
Yeah.
So the company was coming and saying, right, I'm going to buy you and I'm going to put you in this club. And then I'm going to buy you and I'm going to put you
Well,
in
so
that club.
apparently they all have their own independent. There's a bit of tension that's created, right? So they're all owned by the same company, but you're the director of football for that club, you're the director of football for that club, etc. You've got your budget. So if you do the best with your budget, then you're doing all right. And I don't know who the hell the plan B to Salah could be, but if it becomes very, very clear today or tomorrow that you're not getting him, you've still got a couple of days to go and trouble someone else, right? And as we've seen, these Saudi deals move quick because of the amount of money that's involved. So I think it won't be Salah for them next time because they would have spent that money or a big chunk of their big player. They would have troubled someone else or got someone else. I don't know who's left, but you know.
But they were saying possibly Al Hilal next season.
Okay.
So link up with Neymar and Mitrovic.
What, Neymar, Mitrovic and Salah?
That's mad.
Yeah, but
These men need to stop playing games.
they got Benzema and that the team that is going for him now.
Yeah, but apparently he's having a madness with
Nuno.
Yeah, Nuno said Benzema's not in his plans. I said, bro, you're not in Benzema's plans.
Yes, you said that.
Well,
Yeah.
apparently, yeah.
Apparently that's the issue.
But he
that-
come in, he wanted to be captain, and Nuno was saying, "No, you can't be captain."
Nuno needs to learn how to play the game better.
I
Bro,
bro.
don't
I'm
even
telling
want
you,
you
bro.
here. Them ones. Man went to ask a captain and got told, I don't even want you here.
Big Benzema.
And then Benzema's probably bring out the photo to the owners. I didn't come here for this. So
That's mad.
Nuno best man out. You best man out. Right. So Arsenal, Man United. Arsenal 3, Man United 1. What are we saying about this game?
Arsenal.
Oh, bruv.
It wasn't a great game. I thought
It wasn't
I
at
thought
all.
it could be a better match than
Yeah,
what
it
it was.
wasn't. It
It
wasn't.
wasn't the greatest of games.
It wasn't a
but
great
we
game.
were the better team.
Oh,
Do you know who looks really good though?
By far?
I'd say by far.
Oh, yeah.
I would say by
They just
far.
camped. They just
I
camped.
would say
Yeah.
by
in the
far.
half.
I don't think Man United played
By
fantastic, but I don't
far.
think we're the better team by far.
Do you know
We
who
were the
looks
best
really
team
good though?
by
Who?
Hoyland.
He does look good.
Yeah.
Yes.
He does
He's
look
going to change the
Strong.
dynamic of
He
that
does
attack.
look good.
That's what they've needed for a while.
He does look good.
That's what they've needed
Good
for a
cameo
while.
by him.
Came
He's
on,
basically
stretched the
going to
game.
be a Rashford who actually wants to play there.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
Speed, strength. Hopefully
He
he
does
can
look good.
finish. Well, not hopefully.
Be
Hope he can't
interesting to
finish.
see how they link up. So Rashford off the left, Hoyland up the top, Anthony out right.
If you're Ten-Hag, does having Hoyland now mean you have to rely on Rashford less and maybe tolerate some shortcomings less? Like the lack of consistency less
If
and stuff?
Hoyland scores.
Yeah. Yeah.
But like,
That's how
like
I'm
I say,
looking
we
at
did-
it.
Yeah, like we've had the conversation about his numbers, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
We've got to see what his numbers are first,
Yeah.
and then
I don't think Holland gets 20 goals. I think he brings others in to get more goals.
yeah.
Yeah, I think we'll see a change in Bruno's game as well.
Yeah.
But would you guys be concerned that, considering how well you played like the first kind of 20, 25 minutes, that you conceded a pretty sloppy goal
Yeah.
initially?
The chances we're conceding this season are not great. And I was saying to Man United fan before, I think the only thing I would say about this Arsenal team, they're so, with their youth and that, sometimes they can just kind of seem out of it for 10 or 15 minutes. Like if something doesn't go our way or whatever, it takes them a while to get back in. Whereas I think on Man United's team, they just got a few stronger personalities. And whether it's a good or a bad thing, it carries them through. Like Bruno just thinks he's the best thing that's ever worked on the planet. So when stuff goes wrong, it doesn't matter. He just powers through. He's got the right mentality. Rashford, Martinez. You know, Martinez is a guy, if you're going to have a fight
He's a
in the club,
wild
you want him
animal,
next to you.
bro.
You know what I mean? So
He's a
yeah,
wild animal.
it was worrying, but it was a good goal. It was a good goal. It was a good quality finish. The defending could have been better, but it was 2-1 in the box and he's killed it for a post. I mean, what do you think?
I'm really worried.
Yeah.
I think 4 games, I don't think we've done great in any of them.
Yeah.
I think we've struggled.
Really worried?
I think every game has been a struggle. From the team I was watching last year, I think we're probably 2 levels below at the moment.
I think it's a good thing if you're worried about a team, how the team has arrived at 10 points.
Yeah.
That is progress in itself.
Of course, yeah, exactly.
I think we could easily have 5 points.
Yeah, easily.
Very easily.
Yeah.
We've been hanging up. We're hanging on against Forest, hanging on against Palace, draw with Fulham, win against Man United in the last 2 minutes. Every game has been a struggle.
It's been a better start than last year, though.
No, last year we won our first 5 last year.
We won our first 5 last year.
Yeah, we won our first 5 last year.
I think it's due to the formation. He's tinkering a bit too much. I think it's almost a blessing that Partey was injured. If I'm being brutally honest.
Yeah, because it's forced him to go back to what he knows. Yeah, Zinchenko wasn't fit enough to do the 90. But yeah, the defending at times, man, like that goal, the offside goal that they scored, just the way they've broken through the middle there, it was elementary almost. You know? Like,
it was.
You know, and then it was just a foot race that we lost. You know, good finish. I did think it was offside when I saw it in real time. When I saw the replay, I thought he was on. I'll be honest.
Yeah, the first steal, I thought, he's on there.
Yeah.
And that would have been a bit smash and grab, to be fair.
Yeah, I agree.
You weren't playing well, but you were dominating the ball. I know people can see dominating the ball as playing well. Just because you got the ball doesn't mean.
Yeah, I agree. And when I say we're not playing well, I'm comparing that to when our standards that we've set. So I know what the team looks like when it's playing well. So just because you've got loads of possession at home, to your point, that doesn't mean you're...
Man United had more possession in the first half.
Yeah, because the patterns of play is not there. The connections with the players and that, the relationships, they've not been built yet.
Yeah.
Because you've taken, basically, the core of your team is Partey and Xhaka. You've taken them out. You've got Rice and Havertz in there now. And they're right slap bang in the middle of the team.
But I think if you put Vieira there ahead of Havertz, I think the relationship is...
Yeah, I think Rice is doing okay.
No, Rice is doing okay, but I'm just saying because he's giving you other things. He's not giving you everything that Partey gives you.
Yeah, definitely not.
So it's just kind of, it's different. It's not like he's doing worse, but it's just different.
So Kai's getting a lot of stick. What did he have to do to convince the naysayer? I'm a massive naysayer. Like I said before,
you're looking at
he's
one.
not helping the cause.
I think the stick's unfair though. It's unwarranted.
I think it's unwarranted. I think it's overkill.
It started unwarranted, but I think as time was going
I don't think that's his natural position. And I genuinely...
What's his natural position?
What is his position? I don't know what his
It's
position
front
is.
three.
But he's not playing too far
But he wasn't doing that. He wasn't
That
doing
left
that
8 is a
before,
different thing.
Before he went
But he's
to
not playing
Chelsea.
too far behind that though.
He
But
was.
where he's losing the ball is where
playing
you're
up.
But I
saying...
was about to say that, like, he hasn't played there since Leverkusen, innit? And like...
At Chelsea.
He did play at Chelsea a little bit. My issue with all of this is if he slaps that chance, no one's saying all this. He's arrived.
But then he did give the ball away, so we're probably still talking about it.
Yeah, look, is he lighting it? Is he setting the world on fire? No. Is he a liability? No.
I think he is.
I don't think he's a liability.
I think he is.
And I think that, yes, Arteta is still figuring out. I think Arteta has an idea of what he should be doing. I think Havertz is figuring out what that looks like and then putting his own spin on it like any player has to do. So I think it's still too early to call it whatever. But I'll be the first to agree. It's not setting the world on fire.
It's too early, but I think Arteta will get bored of that.
I don't think it made sense from the beginning. So that's why, from when we signed
But
him,
then
I thought it was a weird signing.
yeah, I thought it was weird and nothing I've seen up until
If
now.
you're not going to
has
use
changed
him
my
in his position,
Then you got to wait for the adjustment period. Yeah. And I think it's a gamble. I think that signing was more of a gamble than normal. I agree with that. At 60 million, they thought it's one of those things you were either really clever getting him from Chelsea or
is it arrogance
was a
on
flop.
It's a
Arteta's
lot
part?
of money though, and it's a lot of money to pay for someone who's saying that's not his position. That's very strange.
I don't know if that's arrogance.
Why not?
What arrogance in the sense of I'm going to sign someone who most fans won't like and just going to stick with it. Is that what you
No, I'm going to sign a player and make him work in my system, even though I know that's not his natural position.
because I'm cleverer than everybody else.
Because I know what I'm doing. Because I'm the guy. I'm feeling
But
myself.
obviously,
We've just
they
done
would have had a
good
conversation
season.
in it. Like, it's not like he signed him and was like, there you go. Like, he
There
would
would have
have
been analysis.
Yeah,
and
and he would have had a conversation with Kai being like, right, this is my vision, etc.
Yeah.
And
You think you can do it?
Yeah.
Despite the fact that he's not done it before.
But he's a
It's-
technical
we're not-
footballer.
it's not-
Like,
it-
he's,
But he's seen the attributes that he wants.
It's
for the
not.
player.
It's not a mid-table team, and you're building and developing. Those seasons are long gone for Arteta. You're now in the ascent. You're now at the top. Well, not at the top in terms of winning the title, but you're where you want to be in terms of challenging and being a dominant force in the league. Do you really have the time to start bringing players in and disrupting your
100%.
flow and formation
You don't.
Yeah.
when
I
they're not
agree.
proven?
You don't
But I
really-
think that time, I think Arteta's going to give him I think 7-8 games. I think he's going to give him a decent chunk.
It's like it's a project signing. You ain't got time. You haven't got time for that. You're going for a title. You're up against Man City. You need someone who can come in, plug and play. You're playing. But you're playing good said, straight away.
But the trade-off is massive.
A lot of people said Arsenal didn't have a plan B.
Yeah,
and now he's trying to look at different styles of formations. Like if you go back to the analogy he used yesterday with his wife and etc. And the day before when he's talking about different routes.
When he was talking about the M25 and all that, I was like, what's going on?
You're starting to see what I saw last season.
Yeah, bro. But I don't know what he's going too far to defend this one player.
No, look, with all of this, you always have to remember. I know he's done well, but you always have to come back to the point of he's still learning, right? He's still a relatively inexperienced manager. This is what his 4th season. It was for the 4th season, so that's why even when he does well, I might sound like the whatever, but do you know what I'm saying? Because he's still got to do and say things here and there. And the most experienced managers make mistakes. They sign duds, apart from Pep, apparently. So let's see. But I do think the Havertz rope is running short. And that might be what he needs. He might need to come out the team for a bit, watch it operate, figure it out, come back in.
I
think Vieira has proved himself a couple of times.
I don't think between Vieira and Odegaard, you've got enough legs in there.
I think if Partey was fit, I think you do Partey.
Yeah, Rice.
I think that was.
I think you got to do that.
I thought that's what it was going to be when we
when I said last week, you pick up Xhaka and put Rice in. I think that would have been the most logical thing.
Yeah, but maybe in training he's not shown the level in that area.
Normally,
Rice maybe.
That's what happens.
No, I think he's trying to shoehorn Havertz in, bro.
Yeah,
I don't think it's that Rice has shown. I think Rice has shown.
I guess between the two, if you compare the two, who's more naturally suited for that role? In theory, on paper, technically, it's Havertz. So maybe we'll see that. But that's not an option now because Partey's out for 6 weeks or whatever.
Yeah.
So that's not even an option now.
But I feel like Havertz does need to learn from the bench. That's what normally happens with a player. If he's not played your system, when Pep signs
I'm a Champions League player. I'm not a Champions League winner. I'm not coming to the bench.
When Pep signs a player, he sits them on the bench and be like, watch. This is how we play. You need to be here and there.
Yeah, I was surprised at that. To be
honest. Brother, I've just come from Chelsea where I start. I'm a Champions League winner. I play for... Brother, I'm not coming here to sit on the bench for Vieira. I'm not doing it. And that's you and
stay at Chelsea then.
I know, but no, that's fine. No, but that's fine. But you came and dropped 65 million for me, and I'm chopping to 150 a week. So you can have that attitude, but that's what I'm saying. So yeah, we'll see. Man United. Is it as dire as everyone is saying?
It is. It is dire.
No.
Wait, let me ask the non-Arsenal fans.
Listen.
I don't know, man.
I don't think it's as dire.
In 2023, you can't be ending a Premier League football match with Johnny Evans and Harry Maguire.
But that's just injuries, though, isn't it?
That's
That's 3 injuries.
Martinez was not injured.
Huh?
They've come out.
Martinez was injured.
But he was on the booking. He could have got sent off.
Yeah, Lindelof was on the booking.
Yeah, there was on the booking.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda.
And you got to say Varane's injured as well. So
yeah, but you can't.
If most teams had 3 centre-backs
Bro, Martinez wasn't injured and Lindelof wasn't injured.
Yeah, but you can't say what's his name?
That's true.
Eric Bailly is not better than Johnny Evans. Like, why are you getting rid of Bailly and getting Johnny Evans? Like, it doesn't make sense.
I'm surprised you started there because I think there are more things that I can't figure out, like the persistence with Anthony.
But I think
the Eriksen, Casemiro.
So they've got their midfield issue. I think that's like you've got Casemiro,
that makeup in the midfield,
Fernandes, and then it's one of
unbalanced.
Mount, Eriksen. I don't know. Is McTominay injured? Is that why he hasn't been?
No, he don't like him. He don't like him.
He was ill. I
Okay,
think he was ill though. I think he's
even though he's not a fan favourite or the best player, McTominay kind of gives you a bit of industry and they need that in their midfield at the minute. Because there's certain times yesterday when they were getting...
They got Amrabat, man. Amrabat's going to come in and give them...
That's a good signing. Anthony done more work going backwards yesterday.
Yeah.
Didn't pass the ball,
but they just didn't give him the ball.
They were saying it was better if they kept Anthony Alanga rather than Anthony on the right.
That's rude.
Yeah.
But no, they didn't give him the ball though. I'm usually at his throat, but they didn't give him the ball. He's actually just...
It seems like there's...
not on it.
Bro.
I must say,
it's weird, man. Like, this is a Man United squad. Like, for the first time, you don't know what you're going to get from them. I hate to to kind of dwell on like the past and you know what you get from a certain team, etc. But Man United turn up and it's like,
is this just United? This is just it for them.
But Fergie left 12 years ago now?
Is this just
2013
it?
he left.
Everyone else is
10 years ago.
To your point, Fergie's left. Everyone else has now got spending parity.
Yep.
and better managers and better infrastructures, and everyone else wants to come. We saw what Ronaldo said about Man United's training ground, and it feels like they've gone backwards.
I think was a big lie because I saw it the other day and I was like, they haven't built that between the Piers Morgan and Evian today. But that place looked all right. So.
He said it feels like it's gone backwards. Everyone else has gotten stronger and better and developed and brought good managers in. Is this just it?
No, I think it's transition, bro.
It comes from the top, though. And this just comes right from the top.
It's a long transition, though.
How?
Was Ten Hag? I'm talking about just Ten Hag.
Oh, okay. So.
Just Ten Hag. It's a transition, yes, and it's probably going to prove a dud. But are we only saying that because it costs 8 million? If it costs 40 million, I don't think we care.
I think we do.
No, I still think so?
I think we do.
Fair.
Man United, I think that limelight's a bit brighter.
Yeah, and I think it takes time. You're not going to unwind 6 to 8 years worth of poor transfer decisions and, like you say, all the stuff. You're not going to unwind that in 2 years.
Klopp did.
No, he didn't.
Nah, it took Klopp a lot.
When did he?
6 months he got us to a Europa League final. A year later, he started weeding the players out.
Ten Hag won a couple last season.
He started weeding the players out.
Yeah, I don't know. How long before he actually won something?
Full season.
How long before he won something?
With the Champions League, so what, 2014, 5 years.
Right. So,
but in those 5 years, we were competing.
Well, he's a season
and
looking
a lot better than.
It was one season in. This season's only 4 games old.
I think if you look at who he signed, you got
players he knows. It's players. You're talking about Ten Hag, right? It's players he knows. He's not doing anything.
This is why the limelight's also even brighter.
Yeah, I think he's overrated. If I'm honest,
Who, Ten Hag?
I think he's overrated.
Who would he hit? Casemiro.
Definitely a hit.
Yeah,
definitely.
And then
that's it.
Martinez
hit. Nah, he's been a hit, man.
Yeah, he's been a hit.
He's been a hit, bro.
He's been a hit.
He's annoying, but he's been a hit, bro.
He's a good. That's why I was saying.
Player, man.
I don't think it's
Nah,
clear.
I don't think it's a
clear hit.
What do you think about him coming out? And
I think Casemiro's a clear hit.
Yeah, he's a clear hit.
That's probably the only one that's a clear hit.
So if you compare Martinez to Man United centre backs in the last few years, he's not a clear hit.
No.
I think it's a hit. I think it's a
hit. I wouldn't say it's a clear hit.
Compared to Man United centre backs, then it's fine. But if you're comparing him to a generally speaking.
No, but I'm talking about in recent times. So when you're executing but you need to buy a centre back. You got all of those on your books. You got Maguire. You got Lindelof still there. You got Varane, etc. In that one season he's been there, I think it's had more impact than a lot of them man had over a decent period of time.
It's probably
what he was bought for has kind of happened. So I think Casemiro and Martinez are hits.
I'm not saying they're not hits. I think Casemiro's a clear hit. I don't think Martinez is definitely there.
How much was he?
45, I think.
He's a hit, bro. Casemiro was £80 million.
Okay.
Anthony was £80 million.
No, and that's why I'm saying he's such a flop. But value for money, yeah, bro. I think Martinez has been a hit. I think he's been a hit. After that first game.
Malacia? No,
that's not a hit. These are players he knows as well.
Yeah, he's been injured. Yeah,
even Amrabat apparently he's played. He's had him under his books before as well.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like lazy scouting. I'm not gonna lie. It does. It looks like lazy scouting.
But I say he's not being backed by the structure, from the board. I'm talking about the owners.
But he got
one day they want to sell the club, the next day they don't want to sell the club.
They're not fully
That's not giving him money.
That's nothing. I hate this Glazer game. Nothing to do.
He's had investment, bro.
He's had investment.
As long as you've got a decent squad on that pit to pick from to put out on that pitch.
Him and Arteta, that's one thing they can knock on the pitch. They've been backed.
No, they've got the money. He's been backed by money, but has he been backed by the structure? As in, does he have the scouting network and the director of football that can go and get players from different places?
Yes, because the players he wanted, they wouldn't go.
Players that he knows, players that he can call up himself.
Yeah, but then I will say, well, why are you so limited?
And you also have to understand. You also have to understand. United's it's almost a sinking ship, right? A lot of players, just because you're Man United. A lot of players are not just necessarily going to go. We've seen players go to the cities, Chelsea, Liverpool. They go where the money is, right? I'm not saying Man United don't have the money, but at least there's also a bit of ambition and direction. United just don't look like they have any direction at the moment.
Where should that direction come from, though? That's what I'm saying.
The manager.
I think it starts at the top.
Nah, man.
No, they haven't got a director of football, have they?
They have.
Have they? Oh.
Yeah, I can't remember his name, but they have.
You're talking about scouting. Hoyland, he's never played had Hoyland before.
Yeah.
It's part of the scouting team.
Yeah.
And he's been back. Like,
is he good?
Yes, he is good. Don't try that. Yeah, he is good. From what we've seen,
Mount
he's
Hoyland,
decent.
that's like 120 million, isn't it?
Yeah,
Like,
Mason Mount.
yeah.
You know, I had Mason Mount before. So look,
And he wanted him.
again,
He wanted him.
it's early doors. Yeah, I won't be surprised if they get top 4 again.
I wouldn't because it's Man United.
Man United.
Uh,
Yeah, I
wouldn't
wouldn't
be
be
surprised.
surprised.
If they did, I won't be surprised.
They won't.
I don't think they will. I won't be surprised though because they've got the
I can
players.
see them
They
coming
have the
fourth.
players to do
No,
it.
I think I'd put them in. I'll put them.
They
in
have
top
the
4.
players to do
And
it.
to be fair,
Actually.
they've lost to Spurs and Arsenal away in it.
Yeah.
You can't really.
I can see them coming fourth.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
All
they
right,
look
well,
shaky in the other games though.
We'll do our list soon.
Yeah,
we've
Wolves.
run out of time, but we'll do our list. Everyone's put their. We're gonna make predictions and.
Can we quickly touch on something though, quick? The whole because obviously I've been back in this guy,
Yeah.
Sancho. What do you think about what Ten-Hag said? I think that was banging out of order.
You know what?
That stuff needs to be-
wait.
That stuff needs to be
It's really
kept.
not.
Can I give
No,
It's
it's-
really not.
if you really watch the interview,
Yeah,
and or the press conference,
yeah.
what he said isn't that mad.
He said he's
Like,
not
what
been
did he-
training well. Of course, keep that in house, bro.
Nah,
What do you mean, how's that not mad?
I think.
Did he say that word for word?
Bro,
I-
that's what he said.
He said that's why I left him out. Yeah.
No, he said. So he said the performances in training were at the level that we.
Which
expect.
means what? He's not been
Granted,
playing.
No, I
No,
think-
but you're paraphrasing.
But if,
No,
if
bro,
Sancho
that's what he
does-
said.
Especially when English is not a man's first language.
If
No.
Sancho doesn't
Come on, we talk
put
about
the statement out,
But that's what he said.
this whole thing doesn't get conflated like it does.
And number one, Sancho's had a history. Number one, these are two things that are very important. He's had a history of not training disciplinaries.
That's true.
Disciplinary
He got fined at
training,
Dortmund,
yeah.
right? And City as well.
I think you're
Number
misunderstanding my
one.
point.
And number two, he's not performing.
I think
Well,
you're misunderstanding my
So,
point.
so me personally, I think two things are true here. One, it's a bit mad for Ten Hag to air him out like that
That's
because
my
he doesn't do that to anybody else. He's
That's
always
my
People
point.
say
protective.
that. People say that about Mourinho,
No, but Mourinho air that players all the time. Ten Hag doesn't do that all the time.
Exactly.
but it doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't matter.
You can't say,
do
"Oh,
that.
well, he's got a history." No,
Well,
it
let me
doesn't
finish.
matter.
You'll know what I'm saying. so it's out of character for him. I don't care about managers airing out players if everyone gets aired out. Mourinho was subbing at 30 minutes
Yeah.
at the clock.
But
So-
no, but he done it with Rashford. Right, when Rashford turned up late.
No, but the difference is Rashford told us he was late. Ten Hag didn't. Rashford told us he was late. He just said Rashford had a disciplinary issue. That's why he's not in the squad.
Okay, fair.
That was it. Yeah. Then it was Rashford that said in the interview, "No, I was late." So that's why. So that's fine. However, if he doesn't feel like it's true or Ten Hag is basically throwing him under the bus, then yeah, say what you're saying. But the problem is, you could be right and he could be right, but because you haven't been playing or you haven't been playing well, no one is gonna have sympathy for you, bro. That's the issue here. So I think I don't have an issue with anything they've said, but one person has much stronger footing than the other.
But that's not good for Man United though, as a club though.
No, it's
Come
not.
on.
It's a shambles.
Yeah.
But
okay,
Sancho, you're
I
not playing well enough
understand.
to be responding to that. Sorry, you're not playing well enough.
If someone says you've not been playing, that damages the brand that's Sancho, you know?
Bruv, you haven't.
Even-
he's damaged his own brand.
I hear that,
He damaged his brand.
but it further damages it. Like if there's any other clubs looking at him, they're thinking, like,
Bro.
this guy's a waste man.
I think in life you just gotta be smart and make smart decisions. You are not standing on solid enough ground to respond to that with credibility.
How can you not
So
respond
soon
to a
as well.
manager
But do you
saying
think
you're
the
not
manager
training
should
well?
come out and
Respond
say
to him.
that, though?
You shouldn't
Respond
say
to him
that.
tomorrow.
I
Shouldn't
don't
say
think
that.
the man should come
No,
out.
I don't
Shouldn't
think.
say that.
He could have easily said Sancho
Shouldn't say
felt
that.
a little injury or something like
No,
that.
anything.
And behind closed
But we-
doors.
but no, but
Behind
we-
closed doors, you
nah.
tell
It's
him.
his prerogative. I
Yeah.
don't have to lie. It's his
But
To be
prerogative.
fair, for him to say something, it must have been a boiling point in it.
Exactly.
I don't think it was just one
But
bad
I
week in
think it's
training.
something else. I don't think it's him having a bad week in
But that's
training.
life. Not
Because
everything's equal. He's the manager.
Sancho's come out and said he doesn't think it's that. He thinks it's something else.
Which is fine, but my thing is to come out and respond to that when the thing you're paid to do, you have not done well for almost 2 years. It's short-sighted.
But if someone's
Nah,
questioning
I'm
your
responding to that. I'm
professionalism,
responding
why
to
would you not?
Are you going to tell
Defend
everyone
yourself.
the whole world I'm not training properly?
Because you're not.
But if it's true,
No, no.
Yeah.
I hear that.
Yeah.
You're not.
No,
I'm
no,
not.
I hear that,
But Mark, if it's true, what's the problem? The real problem is the fact that you're not training well.
But he said it's not
But he
true.
said he is training well.
He said it's not
No,
true.
but
Sancho
okay,
said it's
but
Yeah,
you're
but-
training well by your standards.
Yes.
If I'm the one
The
picking
person
the
who
team,
matters.
Yeah, we know
Yeah.
many
my
players
standards
that we know
are
many
out.
players that
Okay,
don't train well,
fine.
but on the match day
Okay,
they
fine.
do.
Fine.
So
Ten Hag lied.
Yeah, but that's
What
why you
now?
got to apply it.
No, wait. Ten Hag lied. What now?
bro, it's a shit show for the. I'm even swearing. It's a complete disaster for the club.
So you've made
Complete disaster.
that statement now. How does that help you? What
How
do
does
we
that-
get from
How does
here?
that help who?
So no,
What do you mean? We're having this conversation now. If he
No,
didn't
but
do
how
it,
does that help him at Man United?
Yeah.
Oh, it doesn't.
Bro, from when Ten Hag said what he said, it's not going to help him.
But then he was the...
Yeah,
he lost before.
Man. We gotta go.
Yeah.
From when Ten Hag said that, it's not going to help him.
Time's up. I was going to say juicy convo, but yeah, let us know what you think in the comments. Like, remember I said subscribe and share. And for those of you on YouTube and for those of you viewing the content on Instagram, yeah, you can pick up the clips and let us know what you think. Peace.
Peace out.